Down the corner, Kaylee King wide open, takes a three, and she hits it! Tie ball game in Piedmont!
Driving, kicking, back to McKinney, three-pointer, nothing but net!
It's time to tip off high school basketball on Regional Radio.
Stolen away by Gerstner. Gerstner on the run, right side layup, count it!
Gets past Horton to the hoop, and a bounce pass between his own legs to Prater for the lay-in. Sick move by Brock Wakefield, sicker pass.
Your home for high school basketball in the Parkland area and throughout southeast Missouri is J98 The Boot, AM 800 KREI, AM 1400 KJEF, and online at MYMOINFO.com.
Head fake far side in the corner, Pennock. Kick out, catch and shoot, three. Are you kidding me? Naomi Perkins knocks it down to tie the game.
Fans with the ovation. South Iron with a convincing championship win in the Central Christmas Tournament over the Rebels.
Welcome to the Fleegs Equipment pregame show, brought to you in part by Fleegs Equipment in St. Genevieve and Leadington. For all your lawn, farm, and garden equipment needs, let their family serve your family. On Highway 32 in St. Genevieve, on the outer service road at the Leadington exit, and online 24/7 at Fleegs.com.
And with that, we say good evening and welcome to Herculaneum, Missouri, in the heart of Jefferson County, as we continue to bring you coverage of the Class 3 District 3 basketball tournament on Regional Radio. And tonight, on the MyMo Info Sports Stream. Hello, everybody. I'm Nathan Gertz, joining you from inside the Mineral Area College broadcast booth. It's been an action-packed week of hoops already here in Herky, as we've had first-round games on both the boys and girls sides. We had the girls semifinals last night, and now tonight we will decide who's going to play for a championship in District 3 with the boys semifinals this evening. A doubleheader of games coming your way tonight. The top-seeded Steelville Cardinals are getting ready to take on the hosts of this District 3 tournament, fifth-seeded Black Cats of Herculaneum, coming up in game number 1, top of the hour. And then you'll be able to hear our second game of the night, a clash of JCAA rivals. So we got a conference showdown between the Jefferson Blue Jays and the St. Pius Lancers, and also a rematch of last year's Class 3 District 3 championship game. Should be a dandy pair of matchups. Steelville Cardinals have just taken the floor for warm-ups here. Herculaneum Black Cats will follow shortly. We're going to have tip-off coming up at the top of the hour. We'll give you a quick preview of that game coming up in a few minutes. We'll let you know how these four teams that are here in the semifinals got here tonight when we recap how the tournament's gone so far with the Parkland Health Mart Pharmacy scoreboard. That's coming up after a timeout. This is the Fleets Equipment pregame show, part of coverage of Class 3 District 3 tournament action on the MyMo Info Sports Stream.
Are you looking to buy a new home, but are running short on funds? Hi, Paul Hale here with New Era Bank. We offer many different loan programs to help accommodate you. Currently, VA, FHA, and USDA are just some of the loan programs that we offer. Our experienced loan staff is ready and waiting to help you find just the right loan to fit your needs, because no two loans are the same. We have also enhanced our website and added many frequently asked questions about home ownership to our website. Visit today at www.newerabank.com. New Era Bank, member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
Hi, this is Brad Smith at Lucas Smith Chrysler Center, your local home of the no bull deal. The word local, you've heard the phrase shop local, buy local, but do you really think exactly what that means? When you shop here at Lucas Smith, you put your trust in the hands of all of my employees who also eat, play, work, live, and shop local. Jefferson County is their home too. Why drive for miles when you can buy what's right here in your backyard? All we ask at Lucas Smith Chrysler is to give us the chance to earn your business. Please shop local, and remember, Lucas Smith Chrysler Center in Festus.
We're back on the Fleets Equipment pregame show on MyMo Info Sports Stream, part of coverage of the Class 3 District 3 tournament on Regional Radio, brought to you in part by Fleets Equipment in St. Genevieve and Leadington, the Doe Run Company in Park Hills, Comtree in Festus, and Coles Tractor and Equipment and Applebee's, both in Farmington. How we got here tonight to our boys semifinals? Well, we had first-round games back on Monday, and we'll recap things with help from the Parkland Health Mart Pharmacy scoreboard. Parkland Health Mart Pharmacy is committed to improving the health of their patients and positively impacting the communities they serve. It got started when the number 3 seed Jefferson rolled past Kingston 56-24 on the strength of a huge performance off the bench from junior guard Nolan Roth, who scored 24 points to help them defeat the Kingston Cougars. St. Pius, number 2 seed, cruised past Cuba in the first round Monday, 65-41. Had two different players in double figures, seniors Eli Boyer and Josh Rubel with 16 and 12 points each, respectively. Herculaneum was the lone lower seed to win in the first round on the boys' side of the bracket as they knocked off number 4 seed Bourbon 62-46 in the opening round, got 17 points and a big shooting exhibition from junior guard Grant McCullough. Top seed Steelville all over Grandview, 61-25 in their opening round win. That sets up our semifinals tonight, and we'll keep you updated on how girls action went in the District 3 tournament coming up a little later on this evening, so stay tuned for that. We're getting ready for our first boys semifinal between Steelville and the host Herculaneum. You mentioned the Black Cats got a great shooting performance from junior guard Grant McCullough. He hit 5 3-pointers en route to their win over Bourbon. It's their third straight victory. They're 11-14 on the season under head coach Riley Blair. They've been led this season, though, by senior Jordan Duncan, who's averaging right at 20 points per game. He's been a great scoring force for a Black Cat team that averages only about just under 55 points per game. Steelville's one of the hottest teams in all of the Parkland. They've won 16 in a row. They haven't lost since the calendar turned to 2020. Head coach John Tully's Cardinals are 23-2 on top of having the number 1 seed in this district tournament, powered by a number of veteran players, including leading scorer on the year, senior guard Tanner Diaz. He had 12 of his game-high 20 points in the first quarter of that first-round win over Grandview. Junior Case Cottrell has been a force this year at the point guard position as well. And the 6'4 senior forward Josh Ernie down low, averaging close to a double-double. Lots of stars, two teams playing really good basketball at the moment. Steelville, a tremendous season trying to keep it going. Herculaneum looking to win on their home floor here at Robinson Gymnasium, and looking to take a spot in the District 3 championship game, which they would get to play again on their home floor on Friday night. We'll see who can come out on top. We talked to both head coaches prior to this one. You'll hear from them coming up in just a moment, including Steelville head coach John Tolley. After the break, we chat with Herculaneum head coach Josh Jarvis. That's on the other side of this time. Jason Jarvis. That's on the other side of this time out. You're listening to the Fleets Equipment pregame show on the MyMO Info Sports Stream.
Hi, welcome to the UPS store.
Yeah, I'd like to ship this package.
Great, I can help you with that and every other ing.
Did you just say every other ing?
Printing, packing, copying, faxing, freighting, any ing your small business needs.
Shredding.
Yep.
Mailboxing.
Uh-huh.
Notarizing?
That too.
Wow, that's really some ing.
Now you're getting it.
The UPS store. Every ing for small business. And of course, shipping.
Hi, this is Jim, owner of the UPS store in Festus. See us now at our new location at 650 North Creek Drive next to Tiger Express Car Wash.
In 1973, Comtree was established to meet a great need through opening a halfway house. The spark of meeting residents' needs continues to reignite in 2019. We've expanded our services to become the mental health safety net of Jefferson County while offering nationally recognized dental care and primary care. We invite you to join the Comtree family tree. Call 877-COMTREE or visit us online at comtree.org to schedule an appointment. Welcome to our family tree.
We welcome you back to the Fleets Equipment pregame show here on the MyMO Info Sports Stream. It's the Class 3 District 3 boys semifinals here in Herculaneum, and the host Black Cats are getting ready to take on Steelville. We have Herky head coach Jason Jarvis with us, and you said that was as good as you thought you'd gotten from your guys shooting the ball from the outside of the arc against Bourbon to win in the first round, Grant McCullough especially. What do you tell them in order to maybe just mentally carry that momentum over now into another game in the district tournament?
Well, we've talked a lot about that. We're the 5 seed. We're not even supposed to be at this game. So, the pressure's on Steelville, in my opinion, and I hope our kids play like that and they don't play with that pressure. And we got to hit open shots when they're there, and we got to keep the score down in the 50s if we want to get a win.
You were talking when we talked post-game about how Steelville, they have great guards, they drive well, they pressure you defensively. I imagine those are the two things that you've emphasized then in practice is you got to stay in front of their guards as best you can defensively, and then on offense, be ready for a little full court pressure, take care of the basketball.
Yeah, I got to take care of the basketball, and hopefully we can slow it down once we get that pressure beat. And if they don't have the ball in their hands, it's hard to score. So hopefully we can slow the game down a little bit because they like to run and get up and down the court, and I don't want to get in a track meet with them.
Yeah, they're a hard team to run with, but regardless of how the game plays out tonight, I know you're excited to have it here on your home floor, and if we got the atmosphere we did the other night on Monday, again tonight, this should be a fun first game.
Yeah, Stillville travels really well, and I'm hoping the Herculaneum faithful get out here tonight. And our boys deserve it, and they've worked their butts off, so hopefully we can give a good show tonight.
We wish you best of luck, Jason.
I thank you, and thanks for the coverage.
Jason Jarvis, the head coach of the Herculaneum Black Cats, joining us. Sealville head coach John Talley going to be our guest when the Fleeks Equipment pregame show continues here on the MyMO Info Sports Stream.
This is Dr. Karen Melton at Hearing Care Partners. We hope you don't miss a single thing this sports season. Stop by for a free hearing screening so you'll hear every play and the person sitting right next to you. One of the best parts of the game is chatting with old friends and making new ones. We wish all our local players a safe and healthy sports season. It's Hearing Care Partners. Find us online at hearingcarepartners.com.
Whatever your educational goals are, you can achieve them at Jefferson College. With caring faculty, convenient locations, and award-winning academic programs, your future is Jefferson College's focus. To learn more, call 636-797-3000 or visit jeffco.edu for a complete list of degrees and programs. Enroll now.
For higher education, for higher expectations, Jefferson College, Jefferson College, and you.
We welcome back to the Fleeks Equipment pregame show here on the MyMO Info Sports Stream. First semifinal tonight in the boys Class 3 District 3 tournament in Herculaneum sees the host Black Cats welcome in top seeded Steelville. We got Cardinals head coach John Talley with us. I heard a lot of coaches marvel at the way Tanner Diaz played on Monday night and his ability to handle the ball on attack and his intensity on defense. This is a veteran bunch, but having him at the top of it, I imagine, is just such a boost.
It is. He's a special player, has been for 4 years. Obviously going to be greatly missed whenever his time is done. We just hope that's a little while into the future. So,
in terms of this matchup with Herculaneum, what are the big things you've been preaching about taking them on?
They play really hard. They're really well coached. They're really good here at home, especially, and we're going to have our hands full, and we've got to be at our best if we want to try and move on.
Is there anything that you do or say about the fact that this is essentially a road game that you're playing tonight, facing Herculaneum on their home floor? Do you think the kids, for the most part, will be able to block out the kind of figurative and literal noise tonight?
Oh, by this point in the year, I hope they're able to. So we just come in, hopefully play our game, execute the way we can, and see what happens.
All right, best of luck tonight, John.
Thank you, appreciate it.
John Talley, head coach of the Steelville Cardinals, joining us. They'll play the Herculaneum Black Cats in the Class 3 District 3 boys semifinals. They're coming up here at top of the hour, MyMO Info Sports Stream.
Hi, this is Amy from YMCA. Did you know that we offer swim lessons for children as young as 6 months and sports that begin at the age of 2? Registration is now open for our spring session. Your child will develop confidence and skills that will carry them well into the future. Visit gwrymca.org/Jefferson County to learn more about our spring soccer and volleyball leagues, as well as our swim levels. Contact us at 636-931-9622 for more details or to register.
Well, let's check in with Josh Harris now at Midwest Sports Center in Farmington, Poplar Bluff, and Festus. And Josh, I understand the selection of off-road, on-the-road, or on-the-water vehicles is really great right now.
Yeah, you know what? This time of year we try and stock up, Mark, and get ready for the riding season. But right now they've got huge rebates out, rebates up to $3,000 on select products. Stop in and see us. We have 3 great locations to serve you. If you're up north, we've got it at Festus and Farmington, and now in Poplar Bluff.
You can enjoy a hot tub year-round, but nothing beats slipping into a hot tub when it's chilly out. Hi, I'm Megan Osbar, manager of Home Pools and Spas in Ludington. When you invest in a hot tub, you're investing in relaxation and therapy for your family. We can get you and your family into a new hot tub, and we can service your existing hot tub. Any brand, model, or year. Find us online at homepoolsandspas.net and on the outer road just south of the Ludington exit.
Looking for Mineral Area College spirit wear, trendy college wear, school supplies, art supplies? In the market for a new laptop computer or other electronics? Check out our expanded bookstore on Mineral Area College's Park Hills campus. Not sure what to buy? A gift card might be just the thing for the Mac student in your life. Visit Mineral Area College's bookstore today on the Park Hills campus near the Leadington Park Hills exit. It starts here. Mineral Area College.
Back on the Fleets Equipment pregame show on the MyMo Info Sports Stream. Class 3 District 3 tournament action on regional radio is brought to you in part by Gateway Motors of Fredericktown, Gateway Region YMCA of St. Louis, and Gilster Mary Lee Company in Perryville. Girls' first semifinal games played last night, as we mentioned, as we take another peek at that Parkland Health Mart Pharmacy scoreboard. And the top seeded Steelville Cardinals advanced to the championship game. They knocked off Cuba 53-42 in game number 1. Then the Grandview Eagles, who had lost the last time they played, the Herculaneum Blackcats, came here to Herculaneum and knocked the Blackcats off on their home floor in Robinson Gymnasium 68-55. It was a 2-point game early stages of the fourth quarter. The Eagles pulled away on the strength of a big night from freshman Annabelle Wakeland, who finished with a game-high 18 points in the win. Grandview is now 17-7 on the year. Steelville is 21-5, and they'll play for the championship in the first of our title game doubleheader Friday night here in Class 3 District 3. That'll be over on AM 1400 KJEF. Hope you can join us for that one boys title game to follow. Who is about to punch a spot into that championship game? We're going to find out here in a few moments as Steelville takes on Herculaneum. Let's introduce you to the guys that'll be on the floor to get it started tonight as we look at our starting lineups for this evening, brought to you by Presbyterian Manor, the way you want to live. Let's start with Jason Jarvis's Herculaneum Blackcats, 11-14 on the year. They are going to be led, of course, as we mentioned earlier, by senior Jordan Duncan. 6'2" forward is averaging just over 20 points, 8.6 rebounds, 3.6 assists, and 2.6 steals per game. He shoots just under 49% from the field, just under 37% from beyond the arc, and almost 63% at the free throw line. He's an all-around player, one of the best in Jefferson County. He's joined out there by junior forward Josh Moreland, who is averaging better than 12 points, 6.5 rebounds, and 2.5 assists per game. Moreland shoots just under 49% from the field overall as well. Tyler Rudar is the senior point guard at 5'10". He's averaging just under 4 points and 4 boards and just under 5 assists per game. Shoots about 37% from the field. Isaiah Bracey, another junior, a forward as well, averaging about 5.2 points, just over 3.5 rebounds and 1.5 assists per game. And they are rounding out in the starting lineup by junior guard Grant McCullough, who we mentioned was spectacular in the first-round victory over Bourbon. 17 points. He knocked down 5 3-pointers, 4 of them coming in the third quarter alone. Raised his scoring average after that win to just over 6 points per game. He shoots only a little less than 30% from 3, so he broke out in a big way from beyond the arc against Bourbon, and he'll hope to continue that tonight on his home floor as they match up with the top seed in this District 3 tournament, the Steelville Cardinals. John Tolley's squad, their starting lineup will look like this. They'll be led out there tonight by a senior Tanner Diaz, we mentioned, their leading scorer on the year, and he had a game-high 20 in their victory over Grandview. Joined in the starting lineup by junior point guard Chase Cottrell, senior Riley Mabe also in the backcourt there. Senior Josh Ernie, 6'4", double-double machine up front, and a senior Caden Norris with him at the other forward position. Cottrell's kind of a wing player on top of being the point guard that will handle the ball a lot. He's sort of a hybrid that can play down low. He's tall enough and long enough as well. So lots of versatility and athleticism for the Steelville team. They're just a really, really all-good all-around ball club, averaging right at 69 points per game. Very nice. And allowing a little more than 47.3 per game. And as we've mentioned, no losses since the calendar turned to 2020. 16 consecutive wins in a row. And they're 7-0 in road games this year. And this is essentially a road game playing Herculaneum on the Blackcats' home floor. Should be a dandy, and we're ready for it and ready to bring you a doubleheader. Jefferson and St. Pius coming up later tonight. But right now, it's Herculaneum, it's Steelville, it's Cardinals and the Blackcats, and a spot in the Class 3 District 3 championship game is what's at stake. Boys semifinal action tipping off after the break. Thanks for listening to the Fleets Equipment pregame show. We've got more coverage on the way next from the Class 3 District 3 tournament right here on the MyMo Info Sports Stream.
Hey, if you haven't been to Patsy's Furniture in Park Hills lately, then you haven't been to Patsy's Furniture. Man, the selection is as good now as it's ever been. And that's saying something. Seriously, stop by and say hi to Chris and Jamie. The first thing you'll notice is just how nice they are. They won't hard sell you at all. They'll just let you look around and offer you help when you need it. And we're talking about really nice furniture, too, from some of the best-known brand names in the business. Hey, maybe that's why Patsy's Furniture is my only stop when I do my furniture shopping. Patsy's Furniture, right off Highway 67 at the Parkway Drive exit. You'll love to shop at Patsy's.
For 57 years, the staff at Farmington Presbyterian Manor have dedicated ourselves to providing our community the best independent living, assisted living, skilled nursing, memory care, and short-term rehab. We are proud to be part of the Parkland community and provide the quality health care you deserve. Call 573-756-6768 today and schedule a visit to find out more about Farmington Presbyterian Manor.
There's no need to be scared of flu season. Just say boo to the flu and head over to Parkland Health Mart Pharmacy for your flu shot. It's the perfect way to protect you and your family, and no appointment is necessary. Just pop in when you have time, and we will have you on your way in just a few minutes. Cash prices are available, or we're happy to bill your insurance. We know you have better things to do than be stuck at home with a nasty case of the flu. Come see us at Parkland Health Mart Pharmacy in Deloge, Fredericktown, Ironton, and Farmington.
When it's all said and done, what really matters? For Serenity Hospice Care patient Jack, hospice isn't about giving up. It's not about the end. It's about right now. It's about spending precious time with the people we love.
Come on, Grandpa!
And the little moments that create lasting memories. It's focusing on what's important to you and remembering life is beautiful in all stages.
From Robinson Gymnasium in Herculaneum, Missouri, it's finally game time here at the Class 3 District 3 tournament on the MyMO Info Sports Stream. It's brought to you in part by our friends over at Hearing Care Partners in Farmington and the Jefferson College in Hillsboro. Quick check of the Hearing Care Partners broadcast schedule. Hearing Care Partners, they listen so you can hear. Steelville and Herculaneum obviously about to tip here in a few moments. We'll have St. Pius and Jefferson, a rematch of last year's District 3 championship game coming your way tonight. Tip-off scheduled for about 7:30 this evening, and we'll have pregame right before that, pretty much right after Steelville and Herculaneum get wrapped up, and that's coming up tonight here on the MyMO Info Sports Stream as well. Quick uniform check for you here before we get things tipped off, brought to you by Serenity Hospice Care. Visit them online at serenityhospicecare.org. Peace of mind when it matters most. Steelville wear on the normal home whites, red letters and numbers with a black trim, Cardinals written out across the chest. Herculaneum's road blacks with red stripes on the side of the jerseys, on the sleeves, on the collar, and on the shorts down the side and on the bottom. White numbers with a red trim. Cats written in red with a white trim across the front of those jerseys. As we get it ready underway here tonight, we're finally set to get it started. Tip-off this evening brought to you by New Era Bank. It's easy to save your coins and change with New Era Bank's Roundup Savings. To see how easy it is, visit your local New Era Bank branch or go online to newerabank.com. That's New Era Bank, member FDIC. Herculaneum trying to make it 4 in a row here at the end of the regular season. Steelville trying to extend their winning streak to 17 in a row overall and stay undefeated in the 2020 calendar year. Tap one by the Cardinals, who will attack the bucket farthest away from us as we're on the stage on the far end of Robinson Gymnasium. Tanner Diaz has it, throws it on the near side wing to Riley Mabe, gets it right back. They swing it around, trying to find some space in that 2-3 zone defense. Diaz will pull up from the right wing, take a three-pointer. It's way long, though. Rebound pulled down by Tyler Reuter. Herculaneum coming back, gives on a handoff, far side of the floor to McCullough, the star of the first-round win over Bourbon. Now a handoff, Bracey, far side wing to Reuter. He drives with the left hand, gets to the cup, and lays it up and in. Tyler Reuter averaging just a little less than 4 points per game. Aggressive offensively at the start. Gets to the rim. Black Cats have the first bucket and a 2-zip lead. Maybe we'll throw it far side of the floor and get it right back on a catch from Diaz as they try to go side to side and work that zone defense. Throw it in the corner, far side of the floor to Cottrell. Norris cuts back top of the arc. Quick touch to Mabe at the high post. Gives it to Cottrell. Head fakes a shot. Pulls up on the bounce for a baseline jumper. It doesn't go, but Josh Ernie gets the offensive rebound around contact and lays it up and in. That'll be the one interesting thing to watch tonight. Ernie, the biggest guy on the floor by far at 6'4". How will Herculaneum contain him defensively? It's a put-back bucket there to tie this thing up at 2, a minute in. Far near side of the floor, Moreland has it, goes around a screen, drives, right hand, layup on the run. Might have thrown that one up with the left hand, didn't finish, but he got fouled. And the first whistle of the evening, I believe, went against Ernie. So Moreland to the line. We mentioned he's averaging double figures this season. Hits the first of a pair here. He's not normally great at the free throw line. About 56%. Solid, not spectacular. Although he has no problem hitting a pair right here for his first points of the night. Both free throws fall to put Herculaneum back on top, 4-2, a minute and a half in. Diaz on the right wing, right back to Cottrell in the corner. Gets it back, thought about probing the zone defense, now throws it on the left wing. They throw the lob from Mabe cross court to the baseline, and Cottrell on the right-hand side. It's over his head, and he can't catch it. Duncan coming up with a loose basketball. Herculaneum back the other way. Bracy throws it here on the near side wing to Moreland, gets it back, drives from the wing, kicks to Reuter, top of the arc. Reuter drives again. Step over move around Ernie, gets to the cup, lays it up and in. That's a pretty little move there by Tyler Reuter, who's got 4 early points, and the Black Cats are out in front 6-2. 2 minutes in. Cottrell gives it top of the arc to Norris, throws it middle of the paint to Mabe, kicks out of the wing to Diaz, hop step move around the defense, kicks it out to the left wing. Norris pulls the trigger on a 3, it doesn't go. Ernie gets another offensive rebound, can't put it up and in. Cottrell gets a board, shot attempt rejected at the rim by Duncan. They get another offensive rebound though and swing it around. Mabe to Cottrell, going baseline, driving, gives it inside to the cutting Norris. He can't finish with the left hand. Duncan finally pulls down a defensive rebound, moving quickly back the other way, throws it back in the wing to reset over to Reuter. As they cross half court, 5.5 left first quarter, 6-2 Herculaneum lead. Here's McCullough from the far side wing, can't knock down a 3, left it short. Jordan Duncan gets an offensive rebound and lays it up and in. First bucket of the game for Duncan, averaging 20 a game. He had 14 in the first round victory over Bourbon. Steelers up 8-2 here in the opening minutes. Far side corner, Cottrell head fakes a 3, drives baseline, right hand floater, he airmailed it. Duncan comes up with a loose miss and gives it on a handoff to Tyler Reuter. Herculaneum in front of a packed house here at Robinson Gymnasium. A lot of blue already in the stands from the Jefferson Blue Jay faithful who will play later tonight. Here's Reuter with a crossover dribble, driving, kicks it here near side baseline. Moreland's left open, takes a jumper. It spins in and out and then got tipped in. I think Ernie trying to get the rebound might have knocked it in. Bracy, though, give him credit for the bucket, being there with the contact to put it up and in. A whistle and a timeout called by John Tolley of Steelville. Great start for Herculaneum on their home floor. Black Cats lead the Steelville Cardinals 10-2 with 4:45 first quarter. Timeout brought to you by Patsy's Furniture. You'll love to shop at Patsy's on St. Joe Drive in Park Hills. This is the Class 3 District 3 tournament on the MyMo Info Sports Stream.
Eating good in the neighborhood at Applebee's sounds so good, doesn't it? Hi, I'm Amy Cousins, General Manager of Applebee's in Farmington. You and a friend can start with 2 side salads or an appetizer to share, then choose any 2 full-size entree from the 2 for $20 dinner lunch menu. Or pick 2 items to create your own combo meal from the classic or signature lunch combo menu. Soups, salads, chicken fajita roll-up, clubhouse grill, or chicken tenders. There's so much to choose from, and it's all under $10. Dine in or call it in. Applebee's on Cars Boulevard in Farmington.
Out of the timeout, Herculaneum gets possession right back. They knock it away from Steelville's Josh Ernie on the baseline, and the Black Cats are in control here at the start. Herky leads 10-2 over top-seeded Steelville, 4.5 left first quarter. Jordan Duncan with a crossover dribble, far side wing, looks to drive baseline, steps out and kicks out to the top of the arc in Moreland. Now far side wing Reuter, he drives and puts it on the deck. Tyler Reuter's not normally this aggressive offensively, but he's put his head down and gone to work here in the first quarter, and he drives inside and draws a blocking foul on Chase Cottrell. It's the second Steelville team foul here in the opening minutes. Inbounds pass, though, stolen away, knocked out of Bracy's hands. Riley Mabe comes up with it, drives quickly to the rim the other way, can't finish off the glass. Moreland defensive board ahead to McCullough. He'll throw it to Duncan, who will drive to the rim, gets to his right hand and lays it up and in. Jordan Duncan to the bucket. There's 4 early points for him and a 12-2 Herculaneum lead halfway through the first quarter. Norris gives on the wing to Cottrell. Back top of the arc to Norris. Now to Mabe between the wheels. They swing it here near side wing to Diaz. Give it right back. Now go on the right side wing. That is to Cottrell. In the high post, Diaz kicks out. Mabe left wing, pulls the trigger, knocks down a 3. Nothing but nylon there for Riley Mabe from beyond the arc. Cardinals cut it down to a 7-point deficit. 3.5 left first quarter. Bracy gives it here near side wing to Moreland. Herky coming back the other way. Spin move by Moreland in the paint. Shot thrown up around contact and gets the perfect wedgie between the backboard and the rim. That leads to a tie ball, and the possession arrow gives it to Herculaneum. So Black Cat's going to keep it after a nice move by Moreland and just couldn't finish. Here's the inbounds. Bounce gets in over to Reuter. Has it in the corner, far side of the floor, face guarded by Mabe. Crossover dribble, now spinning back to his right hand. Kicks out on the left wing. Moreland left open, not a great three-point shooter. He leaves it just short. Josh Moreland averaging double figures a game, but he only shoots about 13% from three. Mabe, the defensive rebound, gets it to Diaz, who will Euro step his way to the rim and throw up a right-hand reverse layup up and in. Nice move to the bucket there for Tanner Diaz in his first field goal. He was crossing guys over left and right against Grandview in that first round win. It's a 12-7 Herculaneum lead with under 3 minutes left in the first quarter. Off the dribble, left wing, Jordan Duncan knocks down a three-pointer. Gets a screen from Moreland, steps back around it, and knocks down a left wing triple. He's got 7 early points. Herculaneum's lead is 8. Diaz gives it far side, near side wing. That's to Cottrell. Picked up his dribble. Now back to the top of the arc and Meg. In the high post, Norris bounce out on the wing. Diaz head fakes the three, steps inside the arc. Pulling it back out with 2.5 left in the first quarter to Mabe. Kicks on the left wing. Norris will try his luck with a triple. It won't roll home. Rebound tapped. Finds its way into the arms of Reuter. They'll bring it back the other way. Far side with it wing. Thought about driving baseline. Ball gets poked out of his hands from behind, and we're going to get a whistle for a foul. No, I thought maybe Tanner Diaz was arguing that there was a call there that should have been made. Instead, ball gets knocked out last off of Reuter, so Steelville gets it right back, down 15-7. Driving baseline, Cottrell gives it on the wing. They swing it around for Mabe, top of the arc. Head fakes the three. Drives middle of the paint with a hop step. Can't finish with the right hand. Trying to put it back up and in Ernie. His shot rejected at the rim by Duncan. Steelville gets it back, bounce it out to Diaz. They throw it on the wing to Cottrell. He gets it back on a quick touch from Norris. Drives, kicks middle of the lane. Throws it baseline to Ernie, who can't put it up and in. And then that looked like Cottrell got the offensive rebound, tried to put it back up and in, and got fouled. Jordan Duncan, really good scorer, good shooter, great all-around ball player, but man, he's playing rim protector really well tonight. Chase Cottrell to the free throw line. Cannot knock down the first of 2 free throws, and we get a substitution as Isaiah Bracey sits down and senior Austin Houston replaces him. I think they called that last foul there on Bracey, getting over a little late to help defend the putback. Here's the second one coming from Cottrell. He'll rattle it home, his first point of the night. Steelville still down, though, 15-8. They've trailed by as much as 10 here. 2 minutes left first quarter. Cottrell is stealing the backcourt, takes it away from Tyler Reuter. Reuter gets back and contests so at the rim. Cottrell can't finish with the right hand. Back the other way, the Black Cats. Duncan tries to throw it middle of the floor. It's stolen and knocked out of his hands. Tried to throw it ahead to Moreland. Josh Ernie knocks it away and gets the steal and the layup. Good hustle by the full-court defense of Steelville, which provides a ton of pressure consistently. And now bringing it the other way, Duncan. After the Cardinals cut it to a 5-point game, Cottrell tries to step in front of Duncan to take a charge, ends up drawing a blocking foul. And that's probably 2 on Cottrell. The scoreboard with the foul tallies is behind us here at Robinson Gymnasium, so not officially sure on that, but Cottrell does pick up the personal there, much to the dismay of the Steelville faithful. 1.5 left first quarter. It's now a 15-10 Black Cat lead. McCullough gives it top of the arc around a screen to Moreland. Now they throw it here near side wing to Reuter. He'll drive right hand, going baseline, around contact, throws up a shot at the rim, gets fouled. Tyler Reuter clearly sealing that he has a step on Steelville defenders to the bucket and is able to get there a couple of times now, lay it up and in. This time draws a foul on Riley Mabe. And Reuter, who coming into tonight is a just 41% free throw shooter, heads to the line, now unable to hit the first of 2. Sub made, Joshua Moreland's going to take a seat for Herculaneum, their first sub of the night. Big 6-foot sophomore Dalen Fuller. Here's the second one. This is off the back iron, no good, but then tapped back out, finds its way to Reuter. Off the free throw miss, Reuter resetting, tries to hand it off here near side of the floor to Duncan. Ball gets knocked away by Tanner Diaz, but he can't save it on the far sideline. Diaz was a fiend. He stole everything in sight. Their first round win over Grandview. He's a tough guy to match up against when he gets on the defensive end. Down to exactly a minute left in the first quarter. Herculaneum has it back up 5. Duncan, crossover around a screen. Lost the ball on the baseline. It's going to go out of bounds back to Steelville. Didn't have any room around the screen by Fuller in the corner, far side of the floor. Good defense by the Cardinals, forcing yet another turnover. Diaz will bring it across half court, back the other way. Gets it back from Mason Lorraine. Back to Lorraine on the left wing. Here's a catch and shoot 3. Nothing but nylon from the junior Mason Lorraine, who comes off the bench and promptly makes it a 2-point game. And now the ball thrown away by Reuter in the full court. Diaz comes up with it. Looks to drive baseline. Under 40 seconds left. Kicks out. Right wing. Lorraine again. Just short on the 3 ball. Fighting for the rebound inside. It's tapped around. We're going to get a whistle for a tie ball. Possession arrow is going to allow Steelville to keep it with 31.3 seconds left in the first quarter. Sub coming for Herculaneum. They will bring in Austin Myers, a junior guard. He'll take the place of Reuter here at the end of the quarter. Here's the lob play. Ernie makes the catch middle of the paint. Lost the basketball. Kicks it out on the right wing to Diaz. He throws it baseline. Norris cuts. Whistle and a foul. A lot of contact down low, and I think they get, I want to say Fuller for a bump. So here's the inbounds coming. They lob it on the wing to Diaz. He gives it off here. Same side of the floor to Lorraine. Gets it back with a right-hand dribble. Diaz, 20 seconds left in the quarter, pulls it out. Gets it back on a quick touch from Norris. Back to Lorraine and a Cottrell on the left wing. Under 15 seconds left in the quarter. Diaz, left-hand dribble, throws it far side wing. That is Norris into the corner to Lorraine. Throws it on the baseline. Cottrell turnaround. Shot blocked. Rebound picked up Lorraine. Pulls up. His jumper from the baseline rattles in and out. Rebound pulled down by Austin Myers, and he'll let the first quarter expire. Good start for Herculaneum. They lead by 10. Cardinals close the quarter on an 11-3 run. After one, Herculaneum 15, Steelville 13 here in boys semifinal action from Robinson Gymnasium. We'll be back with the second quarter after this timeout. This is the Class 3 District 3 tournament on the MyMo Info Sports Stream.
Dear Wallet, Toyota President's Day is on. Load up on style and heat up the streets in the oh-so-sleek Camry. And prepare to indulge your sporty side. Load up on comfort and quality family time in the roomy Highlander with tons of tech and seating for up to 8. Load up on fun and adventure in the versatile RAV4 with plenty of room for all your gear. And load up on confidence. All these Toyota models come with our active safety system, Standard. Load up on style, load up on comfort, load up on adventure, and load up on savings. Hurry in during Toyota President's Day and get a historic deal before it's history. See you soon, your new Toyota. Find yours at buyatoyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
See Twin City Toyota, I-55 at the Herculaneum Auto Mall exit, or visit them online at twincitytoyota.com.
You're listening to coverage of the Class 3 District 3 tournament on the MyMo Info Sports Stream. It's brought to you in part by our friends over at Jefferson R7 School District and the Lucas Smith Chrysler Center, both in Festus. We start the second quarter with Dalen Fuller driving to the rim, lays it in, plus a foul for Herculaneum, and so the Black Cats have a chance to extend their lead. They're now up 17-13 on the top-seeded Steelville Cardinals. As we get a whistle, I think they got that foul on Josh Ernie, and he's got to sit down with his second personal. Preston Leffler comes in for him, a junior. Fuller to the line where he will knock down the free throw with ease. First 3 points of the evening for the big sophomore, who came into tonight averaging a little less than 2 points a game. There's the kick out in the half court. Norris has it on the left wing for the Cards. Back to Norris, middle of the floor from Cottrell. They swing it around on the left wing. Diaz head fakes a three. Thinks about driving baseline. Now cuts. Right hand reverse layup off the mark. Rebound tapped around. Cottrell comes up with it, and he puts it back up and in. Nice move there to the rim by Chase Cottrell. Good hustle. He's got 3 early points here. And Steelville at the moment trails 18-15. Ball got knocked away out of the hands of a Black Cat here on the sideline, so it will stay with Herky. Last off Steelville. Sub made for the Black Cats. Bracey sits down, or comes back in, taking the place of Austin Houston. Tyler Reuter's back out there as well for Austin Myers. Bracey has it far side wing. Fuller trying to cut back to the basketball, middle of the floor, has it knocked away. Proler comes up with the steal, and Preston Leffler gets to the rim and lays it in. Nice hustle defensive play there by Leffler. Makes it a 1-point game. Herculaneum has it up 18-17, opening minute of the second quarter. Bracey head fakes a pass here, and then the Euro step move is able to lay it off the glass and in. That's a pretty move by Isaiah Bracey to lay it in for his first bucket of the night. Herculaneum back up 3. Diaz has it here near side wing. Comes back top of the arc to Lorraine. Back to Diaz. Lobs it over on the right wing to Lorraine. They go top of the arc to Norris. Trying to beat that 2-3 zone defense. Lorraine throws it baseline over to Leffler. Inside the arc, Lorraine will pull it back out with a left-hand dribble. Gives it off on the left wing to Norris and has it back between the wheels. Reuter and Bracey at the top of the 2-3 zone for Herky. Cottrell throws it top of the arc to Norris, cutting Diaz. They kick it out. Cottrell drives baseline for a second, throws it back out on the top of the arc to Norris. Lorraine head fakes a three on the left wing. They throw it back to Norris, top of the arc, takes a triple. And yes, they will say he was behind the arc. He banks it up and in. And Caden Norris' first bucket ties this game at 20. 6 minutes left first half. Ball nearly thrown away in the backcourt. It is knocked away. Cottrell comes up with it. Tries to lay it up and in at the rim. Shot was altered by Huck Duncan. He comes up with a loose ball rebound. He throws it ahead to Fuller in transition, who tried to dunk it, missed it. But Moreland cleans up the miss and lays it up and in. Good hustle by Josh Moreland off the missed dunk by Fuller in transition. Herculaneum back up 22-20. 5:40 left first half. Diaz gives it on the left wing. Cottrell catch and shoot three, just short. Rebound tapped out. Loose ball comes out to Lorraine. He kicks it out on the wing to Norris, who head fakes a three. Sets to throw it inside on the block to Leffler, who wasn't ready, and it goes out of bounds on the baseline. So Herculaneum will get it back here. Again, facing the full court pressure. Man-to-man here from the Cardinals. Reuter hasn't dribbled, now puts it on the floor, looking for somebody to come open, and Jason Jarvis seeing that took too long for the Black Cats to get it into the forecourt. We'll call timeout. 5:23 left second quarter. Herculaneum up 22-20 on Steelville. Boys semifinals. You're listening to the Class 3 District 3 tournament on the MYMO Info Sports Stream.
Rolling hills, wooded forest, pasture, crops. If you've ever dreamed of having a place of your own in the country, we can help. So get back to your roots and back to the country with a fixed rate loan from First State Community Bank and our partner, Farmer Mac. We'll work hard to find the right financing for your recreational property. See the team today or visit fscb.com for more information. First State Community Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
This is Class 3 District 3 tournament action on the MyMo Info Sports Stream, brought to you in part by Mineral Area College in Park Hills. Dalen Fuller leaks out in transition. Isaiah Bracey finds him, and the big sophomore lays it up and in. He's got 5 points off the bench tonight. Guy who averages less than 2 a game. Extends Herculaneum's lead over Steelville 24-20. Diaz with it for the Cardinals. Kicks out on the wing to Cottrell. They go opposite side, right side of the floor. Lorraine head fakes a three. Kick it from the baseline. Cottrell to Norris. Now back to Diaz on the corner. Throw it in the paint. Lorraine gives it middle of the floor to Diaz. Throws it on the block for Leffler, who posts up right-hand side, and he'll lay it up and in. 4 points off the bench for Preston Leffler. 6'4" Josh Ernie, their normal starting forward, at the bench with 2 fouls. Moreland driving baseline here near side of the floor, knocked out of his hands, and before Norris can save it, they'll say it goes out of bounds. Last off Steelville. So Black Cats to inbound. Jordan Duncan will throw it in here on the baseline near side of the floor. Herculaneum, as they've seen in the full court, faces man-to-man defense here in the half court. They throw it in on the block to Fuller. It got knocked out of his hands by Leffler and stolen. Throw it ahead to Diaz. Puts it on the deck. Drives baseline. Got to the cup. Laid it in, and a foul. Tanner Diaz gets to the rim and lays it in around Fuller. And draws not just the hoop, but the harm as well. And a chance to put Steelville on top here. First, the free throw is good. 3-point play complete. I believe that's the first lead the Cardinals have had tonight. 5 points for Diaz. Steelville up 25-24, 4:20 left till halftime. Reuter behind the back dribble, trying to get away from Diaz in the full court pressure. Gives it off to Bracey, and now we get a whistle. They were in the backcourt too long, 8 seconds. Turnover will give it back to the Cardinals. Since Herculaneum led 12-2, they've been outscored 23-12. Diaz off the dribble on the inbounds, left wing, pulls up, knocks down a triple. Tanner Diaz coming to life, 8 points for the Cardinals. And they lead 28-24 halfway through the second quarter. Ball knocked loose in the backcourt. Cottrell comes up with it, taking it away from Duncan. Tries to throw a shot up at the rim, and we get a whistle for a push-off foul. It's on the floor. We're not yet in the bonus, so it's just going to be an inbounds coming here. And the top-seeded Cardinals have come to life after a slow start in the first quarter. On the inbounds, Lorraine thought about the three, gets it back on a quick touch from Diaz. Now back between the wheels. So far side wing to Cottrell. Now Diaz gives it here on the left wing to Lorraine. He'll take the three-pointer. It rims in and out. Rebound tapped out of the hands of Duncan. Coming up with a Cottrell, and he lays it up and in. That's 5 for Chase Cottrell now. Steelville's starting to grab momentum. They're up 30-24, 3.5 left in the first half. As we remind you that coverage of the Class 3 District 3 tournament on the MyMo Info Sports Stream is brought to you in part by Patsy's Furniture in Park Hills and Midwest Sports Center in Farmington. Midwest Sports Center halftime show at the break. We'll recap this game that we've had so far and look ahead to our second semifinal between Jefferson and St. Pius. Inbounds here. Tyler Reuter has it. Picked up his dribble middle of the floor. Gets it high post to Bracey. He'll give on a handoff to Duncan, who lost the basketball here on the baseline. Reuter comes up with it. Looks to drive, and ball gets knocked out of his hands, I thought, but they end up saying he traveled. Reuter had possession long enough, I guess, after the ball was partially deflected by Steelville on the baseline to where they'll call him for the walk. 3:15 and counting in the opening half. Cardinals have it up 6. Diaz, between the legs dribble, throws it here, top of the arc to Lorraine. Now give it left wing. That's Norris. Pulls it out for a second. Now gives it off on the corner to Cottrell. With a right-hand dribble, he will come back here to the top of the left arc. Throws it right wing, Norris does, from middle of the floor to Diaz. Low look pass, baseline to the cutting Leffler, and he'll lay it up and in. What a feed by Tanner Diaz. Preston Leffler has 6 points all in this second quarter. Steelville's up 8. Under 3 minutes to go till halftime. Reuter in transition. Right-hand layup. Can't finish. Defensive rebound pulled down by Lorraine. Cardinals back the other way. Cottrell throws near far side corner to Norris. They try to bounce it into Leffler. Pass stolen right into the arms of Moreland. He'll come back the other way. Spins. Kicks out top of the arc to Duncan. Spinning in the lane, Jordan Duncan. Turn around with the right hand. Just dances in and out. Rebound tapped around. Diaz comes up with it. He'll try to beat everybody else down the court the other way. Around contact. Right hand. Layup up and in. And a timeout called by Jason Jarvis and Herculaneum. Tanner Diaz now has 8 points of his 10 total here in the second quarter. And Steelville leads 34-24 with 2:19 left in the first half. Timeout brought to you by Patsy's Furniture. You're listening to the Class 3 District 3 tournament on the MyMo Info Sports Stream.
Gateway Motors in Fredericktown, Missouri invites you to come on down and let us help you find your next vehicle. Purchasing a car, SUV, or truck can be an overwhelming experience. The Gateway crew will help you find the right vehicle for your personal or family needs. We offer 24-month or less, no-interest loans for qualified buyers. Come on down to 509 Lincoln Drive and let us help you find a reliable vehicle that fits your wallet.
What you put on your family's table does make a difference, and Prairie Farms is proud to play a role in your family's growth and good health. Since 1938, Prairie Farms has been providing high-quality products and fresh, wholesome, and nutritious milk to you and your family. From yogurt, dips, and sour cream to cottage cheese, ice cream, and milk, the next time you're at the store, reach for the Prairie Farms label and know you're serving the best. Prairie Farms, dedicated farmers, happy cows, and real milk.
Herculaneum out of the timeout. Austin Myers breaks the full court pressure, gets it across half court for the Blackcats. They trail by 10, 2 minutes left first half. Isaiah Bracey throws it to a cutting Duncan. He tries to spin back into a shot to his right hand, kicks out on the wing. They swing it into the corner. Here's Grant McCullough left open, right hand side. Can't knock down a three. Rebound picked up inside by Cottrell. It gets knocked out of his hands by Duncan and goes out of bounds here on the baseline, so Steelville's going to get it. 10 points from Tanner Diaz, leading the way to this 34-24 Cardinal lead. Diaz brings it up with a left-hand dribble into the forecourt. Gives top of the arc to Lorraine. They swing it far side wing to Norris. Still working against the 2-3 zone. Norris lobs it far side of the floor and goes way over Lorraine's head out of bounds. So Herculaneum, head coach Jason Jarvis says he doesn't want to get into a track meet. He wants to keep this game in the 50s. Having trouble doing that at the moment. Moreland has it here in the near side corner. Gives it on a bounce to Bracey, left wing. Top of the arc, Duncan, right-hand dribble. Comes back here on the near side wing to Moreland. Spinning, works his way around the defender. Tries to throw the pass baseline. It's deflected and knocked away. Into the hands of Cottrell. Throws it ahead to Leffler in transition. Preston Leffler gets everybody to the bucket. Lays it in. And a foul. That's 8 points off the bench, all coming in the second quarter for Preston Leffler, who will head to the free throw line after the foul on Bracey. Mentioned this Steelville team about as complete as you could imagine, averaging right at 69 points per game and giving up just over 47. And one free throw will roll in and out for Leffler. Nonetheless, it's a 36-24 Cardinal lead with 1:10 and counting till halftime. Myers throws it far side wing to McCullough. Bracey head fake, will drive with the left hand. Kicks out over to Duncan. Looks to set the screen for him, and Duncan will get bumped and fouled in the far side corner. You get Cottrell, which would be, I believe, his second. He'll sit down. Jacob Franz, a junior, comes in his place. Jordan Duncan, we mentioned, just about everything well on the basketball court. Shoots just below 63% at the line. Had 7 points in that first quarter, but can't hit the front end of a 1-and-1 here. And the rebound cascading out of bounds is deflected last off of Herculaneum. Sub made. Duncan's going to get a seat here. Alan Fuller will come in his place. Herculaneum does actually retain possession off that missed free throw. Bracey throws it in. Austin Myers will have it and run the show as we go under a minute to play in the second quarter. Moreland with it on the left wing. Gives to a cutting Bracey who attacks the rim. Lost the basketball, but is going to get a little help there as a whistle from a foul call. Franz reaching in is going to send Bracey to the line because Herculaneum obviously in the bonus. Bracey so far this season shooting right at about 74% on the year. They said that was in the act of shooting, so he gets a pair. He misses the first, though. The guy who's normally really reliable at the line. Misses the second one, too. Rattles around and doesn't fall home. Left for the rebound. Cardinals back the other way. Franz on a handoff gives it to Diaz. He'll pull it out with a left-hand dribble to the middle of the floor. Goes right wing to Lorraine. Back to Diaz, top of the arc. Now here near side wing to Norris. Back to Diaz between the wheels. Norris has it again in the left-hand corner. Bounce on the wing to Franz. Opposite side wing. Right-hand side, that's Diaz. 30 seconds left in the first half. Franz swings it around over on the left-hand wing. Just trying to find a hole in that zone defense to Norris. Back from Lorraine to Norris on the left wing. Now to Diaz in the corner. Gives it a bounce. Now in the high post. Lorraine tries to throw it inside of the cutting Leffler. He couldn't handle the pass. It goes out of bounds. Herculaneum gets it back. 17.1 seconds left in the first half. Myers to Bracey. Throws it ahead to McCullough, who's not ready for the pass on the far sideline. It goes out of bounds. So now Steelville gets it back here at the end of the half. 11 seconds left. Norris gets it in, steal, and it'll be Diaz to bring it across the timeline. Left-hand dribble. Down to 5 seconds. Throws it far side wing to Norris. Cutter Lorraine in the corner with 3 seconds, down to 2. Diaz with less than 1 second chucks up a shot at the horn. They'll say it's no good. Wasn't going to count. He missed it to boot. First half has come to a close. Fast start for Herculaneum, but Steelville closes big and leads 36-24 at halftime of this boys semifinal. We'll take a break and bring in the Midwest Sports Center halftime show after the break. You're listening to the Class 3 District 3 High School Basketball Tournament on the MYMO Sports Stream.
Fliggs Equipment was founded as a family-owned and operated business, where it remains to this day. Known best for selling exceptional equipment such as Case IH, Hustler, Vermeer, Cub Cadet, Massey Ferguson, and many more. Fliggs Equipment is a proven company with certified technicians and customer service where you're more than just a number. Our certified technicians can diagnose, troubleshoot, repair, and maintain your equipment. Not just one color, but every color. Even if you don't purchase your equipment here, we can provide you with the best service available and the largest selection of parts. As the months turn colder, it's time to service your equipment, get it ready for spring and summer. Winterize your equipment and tune up any equipment that you'll need over the winter. We do that here, and we do it well. If you're in the market for a new compact tractor, blades, whatever the need, see us here at Fliggs Equipment. Make us your first stop. Fliggs Equipment, Highway 32 in St. Genevieve, and on the Outer Service Road in Ludington. Online 24/7 at fliggs.com. Fliggs Equipment. Let our family serve your family.
Let's plan ahead. Hi, it's Hannah. We know you've got a lot of decisions to make with the warm spring season upon us, so let us help you make one. Stop by and let Cole's Tractor and Equipment show you how well the nicer size compact 25 horsepower tractor with loader can help you catch up on your early spring cleanup and continue to work hard for you throughout the summer and many seasons to come. Right now at Kohl's Tractor and Equipment, we are offering the compact-sized 25 horsepower four-wheel drive diesel tractor with a front loader, skid steer pallet forks, 4-foot box blade, deluxe flatbed 18-foot trailer, and a free pressure washer for only $18,199. Financing is available on site with a payment around $250. This tractor package deal is sure to help you get a jump start on your spring and summer cleanup and projects. Check out Kohl's Tractor and Equipment, 1 mile east of Farmington on Highway 32, or give us a call, 573-756-4353, and see us on Facebook at Kohl's Tractor and Equipment.
Since Herculaneum led 12-2, they've been outscored 23-12. Diaz off the dribble on the inbounds, left wing, pulls up, knocks down a triple. Tanner Diaz coming to life, 8 points for the Cardinals. And they lead 28-24 halfway through the second quarter. They added another 8 on top of that. Diaz finished with a game-high 10 points in that first half of play. And at the break, Steelville leads Herculaneum 36-24 here in our first boys Class 3 District 3 semifinal. As we welcome you to the Midwest Sports Center halftime show here on the MyMoInfoSportsTream, part of our coverage of the Class 3 District 3 tournament on regional radio, which is brought to you in part by New Era Bank in Farmington, Park Hills, Deloge, and Bonne Terre, and the UPS store in Festus. With producer and engineer Chase Sellers back in the studio, I'm Nathan Gertz. Glad to have you alongside. We've got another boys semifinal coming up, the second half of our doubleheader. The Jefferson Blue Jays and the St. Pius Lancers, they played for the District 3 championship a year ago, and now these old JCAA and Festus crosstown rivals will meet in the district semis this year. That should be a real fun game later tonight. They met almost exactly 2 weeks ago tonight, back on February the 14th, and it was St. Pius edging out a close one, 59-53. Hopefully we get as good a game as that one this evening. At halftime in this first boys semifinal, you heard get mentioned in the highlight, Herculaneum started the game on a 12-2 run. They led just by 2, though, at the end of the first quarter, and Steelville dominated the second period. Ended up outscoring the Blackcats in the second quarter alone, 23-9, had a 16-0 run, as a matter of fact, to finish the first half. And the team that has won 16 games in a row coming into tonight has a double-digit lead at the break, led by 10 points from Tanner Diaz. That's a game high. They got 8 from Preston Leffler off the bench, all coming in the second quarter. 5 from Chase Cottrell, 4 each from Josh Ernie. Just Josh Ernie with 4 points. 3 each from Riley Mave, Mason Lorraine, and Caden Norris. Like saying a couple perimeter shots there as well for the Cardinals. That rounds out their scoring for John Tolley's bunch, who come in 23-2. For Jason Jarvis and Herculaneum, 7 points from Jordan Duncan, their leading scorer on the year, but that all came in the first quarter for the senior. Dalen Fuller came off the bench and had 6. 4 each for Tyler Reuter and Josh Moreland, and Isaiah Bracey rounding out the scoring for the 11-14 Blackcats after a half of play. Winner moves on to the championship game coming up Friday night. Girls championship is set as we check the Parkland Health Mart Pharmacy scoreboard again. We had girls semifinals last night. First round games were all the way back on Saturday. Steelville, the top seed, routed Bourbon 49-17. Grandview, the number 3 seed, cruised past Jefferson 55-24. Herculaneum, the 2 seed, got past Kingston easily 69-37. The lone lower seed to win on the girls' side of things was the number 5 seed, Cuba, who knocked off St. Pius 52-47. A Lancers team that won 20 games this year upset in the first round of the district tournament. Semifinals last night, Steelville knocking off Cuba 53-42, and Grandview comes here to Herculaneum and beats the Blackcats on their home floor 68-55, pulling away in the fourth quarter behind 3 different players who scored in double figures. 4 players scoring in double figures. They got a game-high 18 from freshman Annabelle Wakeland, 15 from senior guard Sarah Faust, 10 each from Natalie Moore and Haley Harlow, and then another 9 points to boot from senior guard Isabel Kusko on their way to winning their 17th game of the season. Steelville improves to 21-5 after beating Cuba, so it's the Cardinals and the Eagles in the first of our championship doubleheader Friday night. That will be on AM 1400 KGF. We'll have pregame starting at 5:40. Here at halftime of this boys semifinal, it is Steelville on top of the host Herculaneum Blackcats, 36-24. We have got some first half highlights to bring you here in just a moment, so stick around for that. You're listening to the Midwest Sports Center halftime show here on the MyMO Info Sports Stream.
The Doe Run Company, providing the minerals and metals we need to power our future. Cole Family Funeral Home in Ironton is willing to help you in your time of need. Cole Family Funeral Home in Ironton is a locally owned, family-operated business that takes pride in helping you as you lay your loved ones to rest. Tony, Austin, and Drew want to make the experience a smooth and easy process for you and your family by creating healing moments of loss. Visit their website for more information, ColeFamilyFuneralHomes.com, or call 546-0742. That's Cole Family Funeral Home in Ironton.
Mabe, the defensive rebound, gets it to Diaz, who will Euro step his way to the rim and throw up a right-hand reverse layup up and in. Move to the bucket there for Tanner Diaz in his first field goal. Off the dribble, left wing, Jordan Duncan knocks down a three-pointer. Gets a screen from Moreland, steps back around it, and knocks down a left wing triple. He's got 7 early points. Herculaneum's lead is 8. Diaz will bring it across half court back the other way. Gets it back from Mason Lorraine. Bite back to Lorraine on the left wing. Here's a catch and shoot three. Nothing but nylon from the junior Mason Lorraine, who comes off the bench and promptly makes it a 2-point game. Lorraine head fakes a three on the left wing. They throw it back to Norris, top of the arc. Takes a triple. And yes, they will say he was behind the arc. He banks it up and in. And Caden Norris' first bucket ties this game at 20. 6 minutes left first half. Puts it on the deck, drives baseline, got to the cup, laid it in, and a foul. Tanner Diaz gets to the rim and lays it in around Fuller and draws not just the hoop, but the harm as well. And a chance to put Steelville on top here. First, the free throw is good. 3-point play complete. I believe that's the first lead the Cardinals have had tonight. 5 points for Diaz. Steelville up 25-24, 4:20 left till halftime. Since Herculaneum led 12-2, they've been outscored 23-12. Diaz off the dribble on the inbounds, left wing, pulls up, knocks down a triple. Tanner Diaz coming to life, 8 points for the Cardinals. And they lead 28-24 halfway through the second quarter. Those were tonight's first half stats, powered by the Doe Run Company, providing the minerals and metals we need to power our future. And at the half, Herculaneum leads Steelville 36, or Steelville leads Herculaneum 36-24 as we wrap up the Midwest Sports Center halftime show. Nathan Gertz, glad to be joining you from Robinson Gymnasium in Herculaneum. The Black Cats hosting this District 3 tournament. Jumped out to a 12-2 lead on their home floor, but Cardinals rolled pretty much after that and finished the first half on a 16-0 run overall. Take the 12-point lead that they have here as we get ready to start the third quarter. A reminder that you can listen to this and all our games online at MyMoInfo.com and on our YouTube page, MyMO Info Sports, courtesy of Cole's Tractor and Equipment in Farmington. See Cole's Tractor and Equipment, your #1 LS tractor dealer, using 2020 to build on 30 years of selling the best tractors on the market. All the games we bring for you on the MyMO Info Sports stream you can find on our YouTube channel, MyMO Info Sports, and then all other broadcasts are archived and are brought to you live on our website, MyMoInfo.com. Ready to start the second half here. We'll see if Herculaneum can respond after Steelville finished the first half with a flurry, or if the Cardinals send their lead out a little further. Steelville wearing their home whites, red letters and numbers. They have possession here, attacking the bucket nearest to us. Riley Mabe throws to the top of the arc to Tanner Diaz. He had a game-high 10 in the opening half. Kicks it out far side wing to Norris. Now they swing it around back to Diaz on the right wing. He'll pull the trigger for three, and it rattles home. Tanner Diaz is in a rhythm. He had a game-high 20 in the win over Grandview in the first round. He's now got 13, and the Cardinal lead pushed out to 38-9-24 in the opening half minute of the second half. Jordan Duncan spinning, gives on a handoff to Tyler Reuter. Now he'll hand it off Grant McCullough, far side wing. Top of the arc, Josh Moreland with it. Kick out Isaiah Bracey. Back to Reuter between the wheels. Crossover dribble. Looks to size up Mabe. Tries to get around him. Lost the dribble. Cottrell nearly knocked it away. To Bracey. They swing it around all the way into the far side corner. Duncan, catch and shoot. Three will rattle home. Jordan Duncan knocks down his second triple. He's a great all-around player. And he's now got 10 points to pace the Black Cats, but they're still down 39-27. Diaz back to the corner in Cottrell, far side of the floor. Josh Ernie back in, has it on the baseline. Missed much of the first half, did the 6'4 senior with foul trouble. to Nordis, top of the arc. They give it here near side wing to Diaz. Give it high post, Cottrell. Back to Diaz on the left wing. He's left open. He'll take a three. This one's off the mark. Rebound, McCullough picks it up inside, and then ball gets nearly knocked away from him, but we get a whistle and a reach-in foul. It's on Mabe, which is at least his second personal. First foul call here in the second half. Bracey will inbound. Steelville shows full court man-to-man pressure as they did most of that first half. Duncan has it on the far side of the floor. He'll get it across with a right-hand dribble. Spinning comes middle of the floor, gives on a handoff to Reuter. Reuter drives baseline right-hand side, got to the cup, laid it in, and we get a whistle for a foul, but it's on the floor. Rarely do I agree with that call where it's on the floor. A lot of times when a guy's driving, it tends to be in the middle of the contact. That one was before Reuter got the shot off. So the inbound's coming. They get it to McCullough in the corner, now to Reuter on the wing. He drives. Nice little no-look pass to Moreland, but he wasn't ready for it on the right-hand block. And it goes out of bounds on the baseline. That was a nice idea by Reuter. Driving, trying to set something up underneath, and he ends up throwing it away, unfortunately. Cardinals back the other way up 12. Cottrell throws on the left wing to Diaz. High post Norris just inside the free throw line. Left-hand turnaround is short. Cottrell tries to run the rebound down. Throws it off Reuter's legs here on the baseline, and it'll be out of bounds off of Herculaneum. Nice hustle play by Chase Cottrell. 2 minutes in to the third quarter. Steelville with the possession. Cottrell gets it back from Diaz on the wing. Now back to Diaz. They swing it far side wing to Mabe. Run the lob play here. Baseline. Cottrell left wide open, and he'll lay it up and in. They ran that play once in the first half, a number of times against Grandview back on Monday. It's worked to perfection a lot. Cottrell's now got 7 points. Steelville's up 14. Reuter throws it away the other way. Ernie comes up with it. Gets it over to Diaz. He'll pull up off the dribble left wing. Take a three. Didn't knock it down. High rebound, skying high. Bracey comes up with it. Tries to throw it here near side of the floor to Duncan. And Cottrell bodies him up, trying to not come up with the loose ball, and draws a foul. The whistle and the bump called on Cottrell, which I think might be his third personal. So a little bit of foul trouble starting to creep in for a Steelville team that does not go very deep on the bench. Lorraine and Leffler are the guys who play serious minutes off the pine for John Tolley. Saw a little bit of Jacob Franz in that first half. Here's a lob baseline. Reuter gets it inside to Dalen Fuller. Can't finish around contact. Ernie comes up with the defensive board. 5.5 left third quarter. Steelville has it up 14. Diaz pulling it out with a between-the-legs dribble. Gives it middle of the floor to Cottrell. Gets it right back on the left wing. Now back between the wheels to Mabe. Over to Cottrell on the far side wing. To Norris, top of the arc. Diaz has it high post. Kicks out. Cottrell will take a three from the right wing and rattle it home. Chase Cottrell into double figures now with 10. His first three-pointer makes it 44-27. 5:02 left in the third. Ball got knocked away on the sidelines, far side of the floor, so Herculaneum's going to inbounds right in front of their own bench. So we take a moment for Caden Norris to tie his shoes. Now we're ready to get back to action with Duncan inbounding, giving it in the backcourt to Reuter. Duncan screens Reuter open right wing, gives on a handoff to McCullough, far side of the floor. Now back near midcourt to Moreland. Over to Reuter, extended from the right wing, tries to lob it inside for Duncan. Ball got knocked loose for a second, and then Cottrell comes up with it. Tapped away on the lob to Duncan. Cottrell comes up with a loose ball, comes back the other way, gives it on the near side wing to Ernie. Back to Cottrell, top of the arc. He'll pull it out with a left-hand dribble. 4.5 left third quarter. Steelville with possession and leading by 17. Diaz bounce pass far side wing to Cottrell. Back top of the arc to Norris. Quick swing by Mabe to Diaz. Steps inside the left arc. Bounce it out to Mabe on the wing. He'll take the three-pointer. Doesn't get the bounce. Rebound tapped out. Reuter wassels to go and get it. He'll drive the other way in transition. Gets stopped on the block. Kicks out. Ball tipped. Duncan comes up with it right wing. Takes a three. It spins in and out. Moreland got an offensive rebound. Couldn't lay it up and in, but did get fouled. Moreland able to come up with that board. Tries to lay it up and in. Draws the contact at least. And I think he drew it on Josh Ernie, which would be the 6'4 senior forward's third foul. Moreland to the charity stripe, and he's nothing but nylon on the first of two. Doesn't look like a guy who only shoots about 43% from the free throw line. As Ernie will sit down with his third personal. Preston Leffler takes his place. Riley Mabe takes the seat as well. Mason Lorraine back out there, the junior guard for the Cardinals. Second one coming for Moreland. He knocks it down. He's got 6 points and is 4 of 4 at the line tonight. Herculaneum still down 15, though, halfway through the third quarter. Diaz near midcourt, here on the near side of the floor. Pulling it out, calling out the signals. Bounces it here from Norris to Lorraine. Go back top of the arc to Diaz. Left-hand dribble. Pulls it back out. Almost a 1-2-1-1, 1-2-2 zone defense. Isaiah Bracey at the top of it for Herculaneum. Bounce pass onto the far side wing to Norris. Picked up his dribble, gives him the corner to Cottrell. They post up Leffler, far side block. Tries to come back opposite side to Lorraine. Ball got knocked loose by Reuter. Duncan comes up with it. Herculaneum back the other way. Reuter between the legs dribble. Spinning. Turn around with the right hand. Off glass around contact. No good. Lorraine pulls it down. Stillville back the other way. Under 3.5 left in the third quarter. Leading 44-29. Bounce pass by Diaz. Far side to Cottrell. Now they come here on the near wing to Lorraine. Back to Diaz, top of the arc. Head fakes a pass. Nice behind the back feed to Leffler here. Near side block. Can't lay it up and in around Duncan, who draws a foul. Fantastic feed by Tanner Diaz, and Preston Leffler, who had 8 points off the bench, all coming in the second quarter, is going to go to the free throw line. He missed an and one free throw in that first half. This one, though, is going to rattle home. And an absolute dime by Diaz sets that up, draws a foul on Duncan, trying to block the shot. Second one coming for the 5'10 junior Leffler. It's off the mark. Cottrell skies high, though, and gets the offensive rebound. They'll reset and pull it back out between the wheels with Diaz. Now Cottrell here on the near side wing. Picked up his dribble. Lorraine left open high post. Right-hand floater won't dance home. Got his own miss, though. Puts it back up and in. Great hustle by Mason Lorraine, and Steelville is starting to take command. Timeout Herculaneum. Under 3 minutes left third quarter. Steelville leads 47-29 here at Herky and Robinson Gymnasium. Third quarter action of this boys semifinal coming your way after the break. You're listening to the Class 3 District 3 tournament on the MyMO Info Sports Stream.
Don't miss out on a great meal any longer. Get to the Olympic Steakhouse in Fredericktown. Whether your taste buds long for a thick, juicy, certified Angus beef steak, lemon pepper grilled chicken breast, or even seafood, with your choice of sides, your craving will be satisfied. Let the Olympic Steakhouse grill you a mouth-watering steak. That's the Olympic Steakhouse in beautiful downtown Fredericktown. They're the home of the half-price certified Angus beef steak. Olympic Steakhouse looks forward to serving you.
Renee Middleton of Farmers Insurance in Piedmont would like to wish all the students participating in the Class 1 District 3 basketball tournament the best of luck. Needing automobile, home, or life insurance? Be sure and call Renee Middleton with Farmers Insurance. She'll help you get what's best for you. Be sure and check her out on Facebook and visit her website at agents.farmers.com. Renee Middleton. Renee Middleton of Farmers Insurance in Piedmont. Ready to find the coverage that best fits you.
We're back with coverage of the Class 3 District 3 tournament on the MyMO Info Sports Stream, brought to you in part by Twin City Toyota and Herculaneum, the Steelville R3 School District, and Prairie Farms in Farmington. And the folks from Steelville are very happy. Their Cardinals have a 47-29 lead here with 2.5 minutes left in the third quarter, leading Herculaneum at Herculaneum. Blackcats started this game up 12-2. The Cardinals woke up and have been on a roll ever since. On the inbounds for the Blackcats here, Josh Moreland has it middle of the floor, and ball nearly gets poked out of his hands, and we get a whistle for, you say he traveled? Thought that if anything there was going to be contact for a foul there. Instead, Moreland called for a walk. He'll sit down. Austin Houston subs in for him. Blackcats show a little full court pressure. Diaz will bring it up, get it on a bounce across the timeline to Cottrell. He throws it high post area to Norris. They kick out on the wing. Lorraine, a deep left side three, won't dance home. Duncan pulls down the defensive board. Reuter back the other way, behind the back dribble, now between the legs to get it across half court. Throws it far side wing to Bracey. Head fakes, drives the left hand, spins back to his right, and before he could kick it out, here on the near side wing to McCullough, he walks with the basketball. Steelville not known, at least from what I've seen this year, as a great three-point shooting team, but they've hit 6 as a team here tonight. Big reason they've Gone from down 10 early to now up 18. Here's a pass ahead in transition by Diaz to Lorraine. Throws it on a bounce here, opposite side block, and with the right hand from the left block, Caden Norris lays it up and in. That is great great full court offense to break the pressure. And Steelville's extended their lead out to 20. Bounce pass by Reuter ahead to Bracey after he nearly lost it against pressure. Gets it to Houston in the corner. Kicks it left side to Duncan. He'll take a 3-ball here on the near side of the floor. It rims in and out. And then Norris pulls down the defensive rebound and gets fouled. It is hard to keep up with Steelville when they get going on the offensive end. But it's really hard when guys like Jordan Duncan, who are so good and are getting good looks, just can't quite get them to dance home. He's got 10 points tonight, but he's left maybe another 9 from beyond the arc from shots that just won't quite fall. Cardinals have it here in the half court. Lorraine swinging it far side wing to Diaz. He'll split the double team and dribble through the zone defense, and a right-hand floater in the paint will fall. Diaz now with 15. The Steelville lead is 51-29 with 1:15 and counting left in the third quarter. Reuter, right hand, driving baseline, gives to a cutting Duncan. Up and under move with the right hand will allow him to lay it up and in. Nice offense there, leads to the bucket for Duncan, who now has 12 points. Still a steep 20-point hole, though. Norris on transition, right side. Catch and shoot for 3. It won't dance home. Duncan gets the defensive board, brings it back the other way. Finds into the game for the first time tonight Austin Jackson. Cross-court pass here near side of the floor to Bracey. Stolen by Norris. They'll spin back to his left hand in transition, trying to go coast to coast. Can't lay it up and in. Duncan a rebound. He tries to go quickly the other way. Throws it to Bracey. He tries to throw it on a bounce over here near side of the floor to Houston. Ball gets deflected out of bounds. So with just under 39 seconds left in the third quarter, Herculaneum keeps it. Duncan will inbound on the baseline, throws it in here near side block to Bracey. Nice job by Lorraine to hustle to get to it. Forces a tie ball. Possession arrow keeps it with Herky. Duncan will again inbound on the near side baseline. Gets it in on the wing to Jackson. Gets it back in the corner. Base guarded by Norris. Pulls the trigger on a deep right side 3. It's way off the mark. Lorraine comes up with it and then fighting for the rebound gets bumped and fouled. It is, I think, called on Jackson. Fighting for the rebound. 30.4 seconds left in the third quarter. Cardinals, should they choose, going to get the last look here of a third quarter that builds on the second quarter where they took their first lead and then ended up going double digits up at the break. That's how quickly, the blink of an eye, they can take over a game. Diaz, dribble. Far side of the floor, gives it to Norris. They come cross-court back here, near side left corner. Cottrell takes a triple, left it just short. Reuter the rebound with 7 seconds. Brings it up into the forecourt here on the near side wing. 3 seconds left, kicks it out on the wing over to Bracey. Less than a second to go in the quarter. He drives to the rim with the right hand. Doesn't get a shot up, before the third quarter buzzer sounds. And after 3 quarters of play, Steelville leads 51-31 here over the hosting Herculaneum Blackcats here in boys semifinal action. Fourth quarter coming up after the break. You're listening to the Class 3 District 3 tournament on the MyMO Sports Stream.
The faculty and staff at the Clearwater R1 School District, home of the Fighting Tigers, would like to take this time to congratulate their students and athletes for all of their hard work and dedication to both academics and sports. The Clearwater R1 School District is very proud of all their students and athletes. Remember, it takes a strong commitment to be a winning team. Always have a positive attitude, keep up the hard work and teamwork, and all of your efforts will pay off. Let's go Tigers!
Back at Robinson Gymnasium and Herculaneum, Nathan Gertz, producer-engineer Chase Sillers back in the studios. This is the Class 3 District 3 tournament on regional radio on the MyMO Info Sports Stream, brought to you in part by Presbyterian Manor and Serenity Hospice Care, both in Farmington, and Home Pools and Spas in Leadington. The Home Pools and Spas postgame show coming up when we're done with this one. Very brief edition to wrap up some final numbers from here tonight against Steelville and Herculaneum, and then we'll get you set in the Fleeks Equipment pregame show for game number 2 between the Jefferson Blue Jays and the St. Pius Lancers. Dandy of a matchup between those two Festus rivals. Here's a bounce pass, cutting baseline. Tanner Diaz gets the feed in the high post from Josh Hurney, and he lays it up and in without any trouble. That's now 17 points, a game high for Tanner Diaz, and Herculaneum finds itself trailing on its home floor 53-31. The top seeded Steelville Cardinals showing they have earned that mark here in the semifinals. Duncan drives baseline. There's a whistle and a reach-in foul, I think, on Cottrell. Away from the play. So on the floor with the inbounds coming to get it in here near side corner to Austin Jackson. He comes back to the free throw line area just outside the top of the arc. Duncan takes the jumper, can't quite knock it down. Rebound, Reuter goes up high and gets it. Pulling it back out, second chance. They go back to the top of the arc, head faking. Damian Say tries to kick out to Jackson on the wing. Reuter head fakes, thought about a step back three. Back to Say on the left wing. Now to Reuter between the wheels. Screen from Duncan, drives, gets to the cup. Nice no-look pass inside to Houston on the block. Can't lay it in, got it partially blocked inside. But then we also get a whistle and a foul. A nice drive and dish there by Tyler Reuter, leading to the foul call, I believe, inside on Josh Hardy. Austin Houston, senior who coming into tonight is averaging less than a point per game, averages about 2 rebounds per contest. He's not great at the free throw line. Just 1 of 10 this year. This is the first of 2 here. Second one coming at the charity stripe. He's going to roll home, though, so he'll get into the scorebook here. Still a 21-point Cardinal lead here, opening minute of the fourth quarter. Black Cats show full court pressure. Mabe lobs it over far side of the floor to Diaz. He will get it across half court, throws it on a bounce baseline to Leffler, who will lay it up and in. Tanner Diaz almost can't be stopped, breaking full court pressure, and now he comes up with a steal in the backcourt. Takes it away from Reuter, who got knocked down near half court. Diaz with the layup will put it up and in. Leffler's now got 11 points off the bench tonight. Reuter took a tough spill there a moment ago. Good to see he gets back up. That's now 19 for Tanner Diaz tonight. He had 20 in the win over Grandview. Steelville's lead is 57-32 with 6.5 left to play. Reuter has it top of the arc, gives it in the corner, far side of the near side of the floor. Austin Jackson. Now back to the middle of the floor between the wheels. That's Say with it. Reuter will pull up on the catch and shoot after considering it left wing. Can't knock it down. Long rebound out to Jackson, though. Kicks it in the corner, far side of the floor. Damian Say's three-pointer is too long off the side of the iron. Rebound eventually cleared by Ernie. Cardinals come back. Bounce pass by Diaz to Norris. Quick cut to Ernie from the high post. Can't lay it down with the right-hand dribble and ends up having the ball knocked out of his hands. Kick it baseline. Jackson over to Moreland. Spinning, he'll throw it in the corner. Jackson off the catch, will take the three. It's just a little long. Skying high, Preston Leffler pulls down the board. As the Cardinals come back the other way, Mabe will bring it up here in the forecourt. We got a whistle for a timeout. I think somebody lost their shoe in the backcourt. So stoppage here in the fourth quarter. Steelville has the lead, 57-32 over Herculaneum. As we remind you, the coverage of this Class 3 District 3 tournament on regional radio and the MyMO Info Sports Stream is brought to you in part by the Parkland Health Mart Pharmacy in Farmington, Deloge, Fredericktown, and Ironton. Give you a Parkland Health Mart Pharmacy scoreboard update for the 2 teams that are going to play in our second semifinal. Back on Monday night, Jefferson rolled past Kingston in the first round, final of 56-24. St. Pius cruised past Cuba, 65-41. The score that looms largest over that rivalry of JCAA rivals, 66-52. That was the final when Jefferson beat St. Pius in last year's District 3 title game at R7. We'll see how the rematch goes here in the semifinals. Jordan Duncan knocking the ball loose out of a timeout here on the baseline, but then taken right away from Austin Myers. Lorraine comes up with it, gets it to Norris. He drives baseline, kicks here on the block to Diaz, who will work his way around the trees and lay it up and in. 11 of now a game-high 21 for Tanner Diaz coming here in the second half. And he has made it a 59-32 Steelville lead with 5:06 to play. Whistle and a foul. I think maybe Lorraine called for a reach in. Moreland head to the free throw line as Herculaneum is in the bonus here. And 1-1 coming. They actually said that was in the act of shooting for Moreland, so he goes to the charity stripe, misses the first of 2. Sub made, McCullough sits down, and Tyler Reuter will take his place. before that miss. Josh Moreland had been 4 of 4 at the free throw line. He'll now be 5 of 6, hitting 1 of 2. So a 26-point deficit as coming back the other way, cutting back to the basketball. Lorraine gets it on a cross-court feed from Norris. Has to lay it up with the right hand at the rim, draws a foul. Reuter going to get called for the push. Mason Lorraine, who has 5 points tonight, off the pine. Headed to the line, and he will not be able to knock down the first 2. With a tick under 5 minutes to go. Second one coming for Lorraine, rattles home. So 6 points tonight off the bench for the junior. It's a 60-33 Steelville lead. Head coach of Herculaneum, Jason Jarvis, said in pregame, we got to keep it in the 50s. Steelville's eclipsed that. Here's a nice bounce, opposite block from the right to the left-hand side by Reuter to Josh Moreland, and on a backdoor cut, he'll lay it up and in. So 5 of his 9 points have come since halftime. As they come back the other way with it, driving with the left hand, Norris gets to the cup, can't lay it in, but got fouled. And so Caden Norris, who's not a big scoring threat for Steelville, has 5 points tonight. He's going to go to the free throw line with a chance to push this lead out even further. 4.5 to go. First of 2 is off the back iron, no good. Steelville hasn't necessarily needed the free throw line in a big way tonight. But they're now 3 of 9 at the charity stripe this evening. Second one will not dance home either, so 3 of 10. Rebound picked up by Isaiah Bracey. He'll throw it ahead to Austin Myers. Gets it to Reuter in the forecourt. Right-hand dribble. Reuter will give him a handoff over to Moreland. Josh Moreland spinning to his right hand. Nice move to the cup. Can't throw it up and in around contact, though, off the glass. Rebound eventually pulled down by Mabe. Riley Mabe back the other way quickly. Gives it here near side corner to Norris. Gives it on a bounce to pull it back out on the middle of the floor to Diaz. Diaz has it far side with it. Picks up his left-hand dribble. Nearly stolen. Back to Norris, middle of the floor. Throw it in the high post to Ernie. Little right-hand floater from about 8 feet will fall. Josh Ernie now has 6 points. That's his first bucket of the second half. It's a 62-35 game. Here's Bracey driving right-hand side on the right block. Lays it up and in. A steal made on the ensuing inbounds pass by Austin Myers. He can't put it up and in, but Reuter gets an offensive rebound and gets fouled. So gives 6 points now to Isaiah Bracey, and Reuter, who had 4 points all in that first quarter, heading to the free throw line here as Cottrell will take a seat. They'll replace, or Cottrell will come in, and Josh Ernie, who he replaces, will take a seat. Reuter to the line for a Herculaneum team came into tonight shooting as a team just under 57%, so not too bad. Reuter's going to knock down the front end of a 1-and-1 here with 3:46 on the clock. Second one is going to be pure as well. But Steelville still in command, up by 23, and Diaz beats everybody down the floor, lays it up and in with the right hand around contact. Tanner Diaz has been scintillating tonight. That's now 13 of his game-high 23 here in the second half, making a case to be our Applebee's player of the game. We'll name that coming up in the Home Pools and Spas postgame show. Right side, right-hand drive by Tyler Reuter. Can't finish around the rim. Duncan gets an offensive rebound and then trying to put it back up and in gets fouled. So Jordan Duncan perhaps playing the final minutes of his stellar Herculaneum career. He went over 1,000 points earlier this season and a loss to Bourbon. He has 12 points tonight and will make it 13 as he rattles home the second of a pair of free throws. Gets his team to an even 40, but they're down 24. Cardinals coming back the other way. Cottrell putting his head down. We're going to whistle and foul. They get Moreland for the bump. And we'll get an inbounds here on the sideline. It'll be Cottrell to throw it in for Steelville in the half court. Over to Lorraine, gives it to Norris, who will cut baseline. Looks to move up and under around his defender, and can't lay it up and in. Diaz steals the rebound back from Duncan, though. Gives it off to Lorraine, and Mason Lorraine is able to put it up and in. So he now has 8 points off the bench, and it's a 66-40 lead for Steelville here with 3 minutes to go. And now Bracey is going to get whistled for traveling on the far side of the floor. Pounds the basketball in frustration. Credit the official there for not calling a technical. I know a lot of guys like to tee guys up in that spot when they do that, but that's just a frustration in a game that will likely end their season. I credit the officials for letting Bracey try to get a little something out. As we get a whistle and a foul with Lorraine driving here. That was Diaz driving baseline. So he heads to the free throw line. Steelville's now in the bonus for at least the 1-and-1. And Diaz, who has hit his only free throw attempt so far tonight, going to try to add to his game high 23. Nothing but nylon on the front end of the 1-and-1. Sub coming for the Cardinals. Jacob Franz is going to take the place of Cade Norris, as we'll probably start to see the Steelville bench empty with a little under 3 minutes to go. Now up 27. Second one for Diaz. Rattles home as well. Just a scintillating performance today from Tanner Diaz. Yet again, 25 in this one. Nearly loses the basketball. This Tyler Rudel, top of the arc, gives it far side corner. Austin Myers head fakes a three, drives. Just lost it middle of the paint, though, after picking up his dribble. And off to Mabe. He'll go the other way quickly. Gets to the rim with the right hand. Lays it up and in. Riley Mabe with 5 points tonight. And Steelville is up an even 30. 70-40, 2.5 to go. Ruder will throw it between the wheels over to Moreland, spinning with the right hand. Nice Euro step move, and gets to the cup and lays it up and in. It's a pretty move around the bucket for Josh Moreland, who will be the returning leading scorer for Herculaneum next year, even though their season's about to come to an end. Here's Diaz with a head fake, now throws up a right-hand floater. Can't finish, steals the rebound back from Moreland and lays it up and in. Tanner Diaz just doesn't slow down. Even with his team now up 30, he's still playing full speed. Less than 2 minutes to go. Here's Reuter, left block side, trying to post up. Throws a shot up around Franz. Can't put it up and in. Lorraine, the defensive board. Gets it ahead to Cottrell in transition. He'll throw it out here near side. Franz left open on the left baseline. Takes a jumper, knocks it down. Jacob Franz gets in the scorebook with his first bucket and makes it a 70, should be 74-72 game with a minute and a half and counting. Ball knocked loose out of the hands of Moreland. Lorraine coming up with it, throws it ahead to Franz. It's deflected. Franz gets it back in the corner from Cottrell. Takes a three. It's off the mark, no good. Fight for the rebound. We'll have it tapped out of bounds here on the near side. Score is up over 30 points, so the turbo clock kicks in effect here in the fourth quarter, and we'll get substitutions that will move all the starters out for Steelville. The red and white faithful behind their bench, giving them a well-deserved round of applause because they know as the clock spins under a minute to play, they're going to head to the district championship game. Got an inbounds coming here for Franz, who just had it knocked away by Duncan. Now they'll throw it back on a bounce over to Landon Mabe. Here's a right wing three lined up and knocked down by Connor Diaz off the bench. It should be 77-42. They have 78-42 as Duncan comes the other way with the right-hand dribble. Can't lay it up and in. Did get fouled, though. And the final 30 seconds are going to run out here while Jordan Duncan heads to the free throw line. They'll pause the clock to allow Duncan to take his attempts at the charity stripe, as unfortunately his career is about to come to a close. He'll knock down the first of two. He's had a brilliant one. Same will go for Tyler Reuter and Damian Say and Austin Hewson. Although they finish it, getting to the district semifinals on their home floor at the very least. Second free throw is nothing but nylon as well for Duncan, who's going to end up tonight with 15 points, a team high. And we'll get a timeout here in the waning moments of this one, likely for a conversation with I believe Steelville called it, so I think they're going to have it to discuss things over with their backups here in the final moments of this one. Herculaneum Opportunity to talk things over for one last time. Their season going to end. They finish with a record of 11-15. Steelville will win its 17th straight, improve to 24-2, and sew up one of the two spots in the Class 3 District 3 championship game Monday night. Who they will play will be determined in our next game coming up, St. Pius and Jefferson. They've packed the hallways at Robinson Gymnasium outside the court to the brim. Ton of fans getting ready to come in and watch this one tonight for both St. Pius and Jefferson. They'll have to wait for the Herculaneum and Steelville faithful to disperse, as it's already a packed house for the most part here at Robinson Gymnasium. Inbounds with 20 seconds left will come into Johnny Bryce, a freshman. He gets fouled by Reuter. And that's going to be, so that will allow the veterans for Herculaneum to exit, including the three seniors, Houston, Reuter, and Duncan, who get a big round of applause, well deserved. Moreland and Bracey, a couple of starters, take a seat as well. Austin Myers, Austin Jackson, Dylan Jarvis, Dalen Fuller, Grant McCullough, the five out there for Herculaneum, as Johnny Bryce goes to the free throw line for a 1-and-1, knocks down the first of two. Clock's going to run out on these free throw attempts. He's joined on the floor here at the end by Toby Brown, Tanner Diaz, Jacob Franz, and Landon Mabe. Second free throw doesn't go. Jarvis gets the rebound, half-court heave at the buzzer, not going to really matter. This one in the books, and second free throw actually did fall for Johnny Bryce, excuse me. And this one ends 79-44, your final tonight. Steelville, they trailed 12-2 early, and then watched this thing go their way pretty much all the way after. It's powering themselves to a huge win in the semifinals, and they will roll on into the championship game coming up on Friday night. One game in the books here, as we will go ahead and bring you right now the Home Pools and Spas post-game show. When it comes to family fun, there's no place like home in Leadington. Steelville winning convincingly this evening. We mentioned the early 10-point deficit, but they managed to close it to a 2-point deficit at the end of the first quarter and then finish the first half on a 16-0 run and lead at halftime 36-24 and widen it out even more before it's over. Their defense, a big part of the story after they trailed early. They gave up just 9 points total in the second quarter and just 7 total in the third on their way to improving to 24-2. They were paced tonight by their senior Tanner Diaz and their leading scorer on the year. Diaz ends up scoring 27 points this evening, 12 of them in the fourth quarter to really finish off the Black Cats, and by virtue of that, for the second game in a row for the Cardinals, Tanner Diaz is tonight's Applebee's of Farmington player of the game. Visit Applebee's in Farmington, doing good in the neighborhood. He was joined scoring-wise by 10 points from Chase Cottrell. Preston Leffler came off the bench and had 11 this evening. Mason Lorraine had 8. Josh Ernie had 6. Caden Norris and Riley Mabe had 5 each. And Connor Diaz has 3. Johnny Bryce has a pair there in the fourth quarter off the bench. For Herculaneum, they were paced tonight by Jordan Duncan. Senior in his final game, gets to play it on his home floor. Ends up with 15 points this evening, knocked down a pair of three-pointers. That was a team high. Josh Moreland ended up with 11. They got 6 from Dalen Fuller, all in the second quarter when this game was still very much in reach for the Black Cats. Also got 6 each from Isaiah Bracey and Tyler Reuter. And 1 point at the free throw line from Austin Houston rounds out the scoring as the Black Cats see their season end. Record of 11-15. But a really good close to the year. They won 3 straight games coming into tonight, and though they fall this evening, a lot of positives to draw on for Jason Jarvis heading into next year. Unfortunately, he loses one of the program's all-time great players in Jordan Duncan after tonight, and a pair of other seniors and 3 other seniors in total in Damian Say, Tyler Reuter, and Austin Houston. Congratulations to them on Careers that end on a high note for the most part, and we do wish them the best of luck in whatever is coming their way. We got one more game on the way for you here from Herculaneum tonight, our second semifinal. It should be an absolute dandy. It's a rematch of last year's District 3 championship game. We got it in the semis tonight. JCAA rivals, the St. Pius Lancers and the Jefferson Blue Jays. Fleeks Equipment pregame show gets you set after the timeout. The final in our first semifinal once again, Steelville 79, Herculaneum 44. We're back with more coverage from the Class 3 District 3 tournament after this on the MyMO Info Sports Stream.
Do you need a bank that serves your needs? As a locally owned, family-owned business, First Community National Bank is here for you, with people that care for our community. If you need a bank that is responsive to your needs, creates an ease of doing business, and provides superior customer care, FCNB is your first choice. It's service you can bank on. To learn more, visit fcnb.com, member FDIC.
Are you looking to buy a new home, but are running short on funds? Hi, Paul Hale here with New Era Bank. We offer many different loan programs to help accommodate you. Currently, VA, FHA, and USDA are just some of the loan programs that we offer. Our experienced loan staff is ready and waiting to help you find just the right loan to fit your needs, because no two loans are the same. We've also enhanced our website and added many frequently asked questions about home ownership to our website. Visit today at www.newerabank.com. New Era Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
From Robinson Gymnasium in Herculaneum, Missouri, this is the Class 3 District 3 tournament on regional radio and the MyMO Info Sports Stream, and this is the Fleeks Equipment pregame show. Visit Fleeks Equipment on Highway 32 in St. Genevieve on the outer service road at the Ludington exit, and online 24/7 at fleeks.com. For all your lawn, farm, and garden equipment needs, let their family serve your family. Hello, everybody. I'm Nathan Gertz, joining you inside the Mineral Area College broadcast booth as we get ready to bring you our second boys semifinal tonight here in the District 3 tournament. We already just saw Steelville advance past the host Herculaneum in Game 1. This one in our second semifinal is one that I personally have been anticipating, and a lot of people in Jefferson County and in the city of Festus have been fired up for. The Jefferson Blue Jays and the St. Pius Lancers meeting here this evening in the semifinals. They matched up a year ago in this District 3 tournament, but it was in the championship game. St. Pius was the 1 seed last year. They played the tournament at R7. Jefferson made the title game, I want to say it's the 3 seed, and they knocked off their rivals St. Pius, who they had lost to earlier in the season, and finished behind the JCAA Small School Division regular season standings. Pius won the conference title during the regular year, got the 1 seed in District 3, but Jefferson bounced back on their home floor in front of a raucous crowd at R7 and upset the Lancers 66-52 to win their first ever district title and earn the most wins in a single season in school history. Sean Breeze and many others, the head coach of the Jays, called it the best season in school history, and a big part of that was getting to beat St. Pius for just the second time ever. They're 2-10 all time against the Lancers. The most recent meeting between these two teams came a little less than 2 weeks ago on February 14th, and on Valentine's Day night, Riley Nager played heartbreaker against Jefferson. The leading scorer on the year for the Lancers, the 6'7" senior, piled in up 19 points as they won 59-53 that evening over Jefferson. We'll see if either tonight goes the way it did when these two teams met most recently, or if Jefferson, coming in 14-11 on the year under head coach Sean Breeze, can get another win in district tournament play over their rivals from across town in Festus. St. Pius under first-year coach Chris Miller, 19-7, coming into tonight. We talked with both head coaches about this game this evening. We'll reset the Parkland Health Mart Pharmacy scoreboard to tell you how these two teams did in the first round, and, of course, remind you how things have gone in our other semifinal games, and then we'll introduce the starting lineups before we fill out the last piece of the district championship game puzzle. But we're going to take a quick break. We'll hear from St. Pius head coach Chris Miller in a little bit. Jefferson head coach Sean Breeze is our guest after the timeout. You're listening to the Fleeks Equipment pregame show, part of the Class 3 District 3 tournament on the MyMO Info Sports Stream.
Hi, this is Brad Smith at Lucas Smith Chrysler Center, your local home of the no bull deal. The word local, you've heard the phrase shop local, buy local, but do you really think exactly what that means? When you shop here at Lucas Smith, you put your trust in the hands of all of my employees who also eat, play, work, live, and shop local. Jefferson County is their home too. Why drive for miles when you can buy what's right here in your backyard? All we ask at Lucas Smith Chrysler is to give us the chance to earn your business. Please shop local, and remember, Lucas Smith Chrysler Center in Festus.
Hi, welcome to the UPS store.
Yeah, I'd like to ship this package.
Great, I can help you with that and every other ing.
Did you just say every other ing?
Printing, packing, copying, faxing, freighting, any ing your small business needs.
Shredding.
Yep.
Mailboxing.
Uh-huh.
Notarizing?
That too.
Wow, that's really some ing.
Now you're getting it.
The UPS store. Every ing for small business. And of course, shipping.
Hi, this is Jim, owner of the UPS store in Festus. See us now at our new location at 650 North Creek Drive next to Tiger Express Car Wash.
We welcome you back to the Fleeks Equipment pregame show here on the MyMo Info Sports Stream. We're getting ready for the tip-off of our second boys Class 3 District 3 semifinal here in Herculaneum as the St. Pius Lancers take on Jefferson. Blue Jays head coach Sean Breeze joining us. You got the better of them a year ago in this spot, or at least one game ahead in the district championship game, and now you have an opportunity still to defend that title and get back to that championship game, even though it's been an up-and-down year. How much do you think these kids look forward to the opportunity to not just, have a chance to still defend that district title despite all the ups and downs of the season, but also along the way get a chance to beat a conference rival who they lost to a couple weeks ago?
Well, the kids are really excited, and how could you not be? This is, one of our biggest rivals, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I think everybody is really looking forward to it, and it's going to be a lot of emotion, and the trick is going to be to, try to kind of harness that emotion and focus on the game plan. But I'm happy for the kids. These are experiences that not everybody really gets a chance to have, and it's going to be a packed gym. It'll be loud, and they're certainly looking forward to it. And again, I'm happy that they have the opportunity.
Nolan Roth kind of came on as a surprise star in that first round victory over Kingston, knocking down shots from the outside. I'm curious going into this matchup with St. Pius. They fly around. They're long and athletic defensively. How much you've been telling everybody in the backcourt or anybody who can shoot it from beyond the arc, if you get the open looks like Nolan had on Monday, you got to take them and hopefully knock them down.
Yeah, I mean, we've kind of said that all year, and tonight's certainly not going to be any different. If we're getting open looks from the perimeter, we've got to shoot them. We've had games where we've shot well, and of course we've had games where we haven't. But we're going to have to make some shots from the three-point line. We don't score a ton of points as a team, and that's a big part of our offense. And we've got guys that can shoot. Like you said the other night, it was Nolan Roth that stepped up. And, tonight hopefully he'll keep his shot shooting going, and we'll get a couple other guys to step up. And, if you hit a few of those perimeter shots early, sometimes it can kind of change the flow of the game. So hopefully Nolan continues on where he left off from the other night.
In terms of that first meeting, you'll often ask or hear a coach asked about what do you change or adjust from that first game. I'm sort of curious if maybe you take away the lesson of the fact that on a night when your leading scorer on the year fouled out of the game, didn't score double figures, you only lost by 6, you held them under 60 points. If you tell your team, play as good as you did defensively in that first meeting, and you're going to have a great opportunity again here tonight to win.
Yeah, we have talked about that, and that what you said is something that John was certainly aware of. It wasn't his best game of the year, John Wyke, but he's ready to go, and I said that exact thing. We've talked about it before. If we have a bad shooting night, but we don't play good defense, it can get ugly. But if we, happen to have a bad shooting night, but we're playing defense, we can stay in most games, and we have done that most of the year. Our defense has been pretty good, and it was the last time that we played St. Pius. They are extremely talented, very, very difficult to keep away from the basket. So it's going to be a big task, but we are not changing a whole lot. We both know each other pretty good, and we both kind of know what's coming and what to expect. And these kids, they all know each other. A lot of them are friends, so it just ought to be an interesting evening.
We wish you the best of luck in it. Enjoy it.
All right, I will. I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Sean Breeze, the head coach of the Jefferson Blue Jays, joining us. St. Pius head coach Chris Miller is going to be our guest here on the MyMo Info Sports Stream when the Fleets Equipment pregame show continues.
In 1973, Comtree was established to meet a great need through opening a halfway house. The spark of meeting residents' needs continues to reignite in 2019. We've expanded our services to become the mental health safety net of Jefferson County while offering nationally recognized dental care and primary care. We invite you to join the Comtree family tree. Call 877-COMTREE or visit us online at comtree.org to schedule an appointment. Welcome to our family tree.
This is Dr. Karen Melton at Hearing Care Partners. We hope you don't miss a single thing this sports season. Stop by for a free hearing screening so you'll hear every play and the person sitting right next to you. One of the best parts of the game is chatting with old friends and making new ones. We wish all our local players a safe and healthy sports season. It's Hearing Care Partners. Find us online at hearingcarepartners.com.
Welcome back to the Fleets Equipment pregame show as we're getting ready for our second boys semifinal of the night, the Class 3 District 3 tournament, and it should be a dandy of a fun rematch between JCAA rivals. The Jefferson Blue Jays are taking on St. Pius, and Lancers head coach Chris Miller is joining us right now. Let's go back to that first matchup because that was kind of typical of the way a lot of games have gone for you this year, where you gutted out a close win defensively, and Riley Nager was huge in the second half, stepping up, giving you the scoring boost you needed. That said, what are the things that you would like to improve on from that first game that you think help you win again and maybe win a little more comfortably?
Well, I think one of the things we have to do is we definitely have to take care of the ball a little bit better. And, credit to them and what Coach Breeze and those kids do over there. I mean, they get after you. They play a little up-tempo, and they force you to turn the ball over. So we just have to make sure that we're trying to take care of the ball and executing every single time that we can down the floor. And if the best thing to do is if we're not scoring, it's because we're taking good shots, and it's not because of shooting ourselves in the foot per se, trying to do too much.
When we talked after that first-round victory over Cuba, obviously both Josh Rubel and Eli Boyer were great for you scoring-wise, and they provide so much on the defensive end with Riley. But it was guys off the bench like Xander Parson and Michael Bollinger, who aren't seniors, that made some big plays in that game as well. Do you feel like you're starting to build a lot of depth around those three core seniors that have been the stars for you this year?
Well, I mean, I think that's going to be part of our success tonight, and then hopefully maybe going forward is how our guys coming off the bench, how they play, because when you get into state tournament time, you never know what kind of officiating you have. You never know if they're going to let you play a little bit, and you have to be ready for a little bit of everything. So we had three guys that we hadn't had all year, and they call a little tighter on some stuff than what we particularly like, but at the same time, we have to be able to adjust. And if we're struggling with that, guys got to be able to step up off the bench and contribute key minutes, and I think that was definitely a major plus for us.
I know you weren't here for it last year, but we've talked a couple times about the motivation factor in place for these guys losing to Jefferson last year in the district championship game, and now they get a rematch in the semifinals. So that must be a little bit of a nice thing, is that you walk into this matchup this time around with this bunch, and they're already probably properly motivated.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's something that they've talked about to try to get back to this point where they have a chance to beat Jefferson when it matters. And the conference game was important to them, no doubt, but they definitely wanted a chance at this game.
Well, we wish you the best of luck with it tonight. Have a good time out there, Coach.
All right, thank you very much.
Chris Miller, the head coach of the St. Pius Lancers, joining us as we count down to tip-off St. Pius against Jefferson. Class 3 District 3 boys semifinals coming up here on MyMo Info Sports Stream.
Whatever your educational goals are, you can achieve them at Jefferson College. With caring faculty, convenient locations, and award-winning academic programs, your future is Jefferson College's focus. To learn more, call 636-797-3000 or visit jeffco.edu for a complete list of degrees and programs. Enroll now.
For higher education, for higher expectations, Jefferson College, Jefferson College.
The This is the Class 3 District 3 tournament on the MyMo Info Sports Stream, brought to you in part by Applebee's and Cool's Tractor and Equipment, both in Farmington, Comtree of Festus, the Del Run Company in Park Hills, and Fleece Equipment, St. Genevieve and Leadington. We're almost ready to get it started. Jefferson and St. Pius promised to check at the Parkland Health Mart Pharmacy scoreboard. Parkland Health Mart Pharmacy committed to improving the health of their patients and positively impacting the communities they serve. Mentioned most recent meeting, St. Pius a winner 59-53, but a score that looms large over this rivalry. Only the second Jefferson ever got against St. Pius in their short history. They knocked off the Lancers 66-52 last year in the District 3 championship game. How will it go when they face in the semifinals tonight? The starting lineups are brought to you by Presbyterian Manor, the way you want to live. For Jefferson, they'll be the road team on the scoreboard. Hayden Wagner, the senior point guard, running the show, averaging just under 11 points a game. Colby Ott averages better than 10 a game. He's a junior guard in the backcourt alongside Wagner. The forwards up front are Dalen Whitener, a junior, and John White, 6'5 senior, is a leading scorer on the air for the Blue Jays, one of the leading scorers in program history. He's averaging just over 16 points a game. Levi Ebersalt, the senior, is the center. For St. Pius and head coach Chris Miller, Caden Cook, a senior, runs the show at point guard. Josh Rubel and Eli Boyer, a pair of senior guards, both averaging double figures on the season. Riley Nager, 6'7 forward, is their leading scorer on the year. He's averaging just over 17 points per game and right around, or just under 17 points a game, right around 8 rebounds and 2.5 assists per contest. And they're joined by a sophomore, Nate Rubel, up front. It's time for us to get it started. Tip-off is brought to you by New Era Bank. To see how easy it is, visit your local New Era Bank branch or go online to newerabank.com and you can save with New Era Bank's Roundup Savings. That's New Era Bank, member FDIC. Jefferson will attack the bucket closest to us here on the stage, far end of the floor at Robinson Gymnasium, which is packed to capacity, real loud here at the start. Blue Jays win the tap. John Wyke knocking it away. Jefferson controlling it. Wyke has it on the far side wing. Gives it middle of the floor over to Colby Ott. Face guarded by Josh Rubel. Man-to-man defense at the start in the half court for St. Pius. In the high post with it, Dalen Whitener driving, gets to his left hand, shot at the rim, rejected. Looked like Boyer got a piece of it. Pius the other way with their first possession. Caden Cook knocked out of his hands and stolen. Wagner comes up with it. Wagner beats everybody on the court with a pretty Euro step around Nate Rubel and lays it up and in. Nice move to the rim by Hayden Wagner. He was averaging just shy of 11 a game. Now it's a little bit shy of 10.5 per game on the season. There's a turnaround on the right block. Nate Rubel doesn't go high off the glass and in. Wagner comes down with the board. Jefferson has possession and the early 2-0 lead. Far side wing with it. Ott gives it on the block here, near side of the floor. They tried to post up White. Riley Nager with the steal. Knocking the ball loose. He'll give it on a handoff. Caden Cook. Lancers back the other way quickly. Rubel swings it here in the far near side corner to Eli Boyer. Right hand dribble, pulls it out. Over to Cook. Now cross onto the right wing with Rubel. Man-to-man defense at the start in the half court for Jefferson. High post, Nager has it. Ebersalt in front of him. Around the screen, coming to it on the right elbow now, Nate Rubel. Josh Rubel around the screen, pulls up left elbow side, takes the jumper way too long. Going up high to get the rebound, Dalen Whitener. White will bring it across half court the other way for the Jays. Throws it here near side, or on the right hand, that's the far side wing to Wagner. Now Ott in the high post to Ebersalt, nearly walked, kicks it back out, top of the arc, over to Ott. With a right hand dribble, steps inside, ball knocked out of his hands. Caden Cook knocked it loose. Ball will go out of bounds on the sidelines, and it'll be last off of Cook and St. Pius. He disagreed, but Jefferson will keep possession. We're a minute and a half in. Blue Jays lead 2-0. Wagner, left-hand dribble, will bring it back into the forecourt. Gives it off on the far side wing to White. John White just reached 1,000 points for his career back in January. Drives with the left hand, gets to the rim, lays it in with the left, counted in a foul. John White is so silky smooth and a tough guy to stay in front of at 6'5" when driving, and he leans in and draws a foul, I believe, on Riley Nager. That was one thing that didn't go St. Pius's way in the first round win over Cuba. Nager played much of the game with foul trouble, didn't score a lot. Free throw in the air and good. John Wyke makes it a 5-0 Blue Jay lead here in the opening 2 minutes. Far side wing, Eli Boyer has it for St. Pius. Gives it back top of the arc to Nager. He'll put it on the deck. Drive, left hand layup doesn't go. Gets his own miss though and puts it up and in. First bucket for Riley Nager. First bucket for St. Pius. They're still down by 3. Ott. Crossover dribble between the legs. Gives it high post area. Ebersalt left wide open. Takes the pull-up jumper from the elbow. Doesn't go. Rebound tapped around. Nager comes up with it. He'll bring it the other way. Riley Nager in transition. Hop, step, Euro step, move in the lane. Doesn't get the right-hand layup to go. Rubel trying to tap a couple offensive rebounds back up and in. Unable to get there. Whitener eventually pulls it down. Jefferson back the other way. White ahead to Ott. His Euro step up and over. Lost the basketball. Trying to get his way around a couple defenders. Warrior with the contact ends up knocking it loose. Kicking it ahead, Josh Rubel. Nager head fakes a corner three. Drives baseline. Goes to the rim. Count it. And a foul. Rubel to the cup. After head faking the left corner three, gets to the basket, lays it in, plus a foul. And Riley Nager with a chance to tie this game up here in the early going. Nager this season shooting 78%, better than that at the free throw line. He shoots 55.5% from the field. Gets the free throw to rattle home, so he's done all the scoring for St. Pius, and they've tied it at 5 with 5 minutes left in the first quarter. Pass here in the near side corner. Ebersol nearly lost it. Tried to throw it back middle of the floor. Walks right into the arms of Eli Boyer. Gets it to Rubel. Throws it ahead. Cook left corner. Takes the three. Way long. Rebound. Eventually pulled down, though, by Nate Rubel. Gets it out on the wing. Off the offensive board to Boyer across the lane. His left-hand jumper in the paint. Doesn't quite rattle home. Rebound eventually cleared inside by Ebersol. John Wyke will slow it down, bringing it across half court here after a breakneck pace in the opening 3 minutes. Wyke, right-hand dribble, attacks, gets to the rim, lays it in. The stars are shining bright here early. 5 points each for Wyke and for Nager, but Jefferson has the 7-5 lead. Right corner, driving, Rubel, kicks out, back to the top of the arc, and Cook. Here's the left wing. Boyer for three. Too long. Rebound. Tapped out. Ott tries to run it down. He's able to get there. Colby Ott will attack in transition. Got to the cup. Laid it in. Colby Ott makes it a 9-5 Jefferson lead here. Almost halfway through this first quarter. Caden Cook with a between-the-legs dribble. Now a crossover. Kicks out here on the near side wing to Boyer. Back to the top of the arc. Rubel, now Nager around a screen. Spinning in the paint. Kicks out top of the arc to Nate Rubel. Back to Cook, far side wing. Base guarded by Wagner. Cook will give it back, top of the arc. Boyer, jab step, thought about three. Now back to Cook. He'll drive baseline, spin, right-hand side. Hit a turnaround, off glass and in. Heck of a move and a nice finish by Caden Cook. Jefferson makes it 9-7. Blue Jays with possession and lead. Ott driving in transition. Kicks here baseline to Whitener. Give it back to Ott on the left wing. Takes the three, lays it short. Whitener got the offensive rebound, put it up and in. The miss bounces right into Dalen Whitener's hands. He lays it up and in. Jefferson's up 11-7. 3.5 minutes left first quarter. Cook with it. Right-hand dribble, now crossing over. Throws it far side wing as they take their time in the half court now. To Josh Rubel. With something to open up. Thought about driving. Gives it back to Cook between the wheels. Base guarded by Hayden Wagner. Around the screen. Cook probing. Attacks. Gives it baseline to Nager. Nothing quite open yet. Now kicks top of the arc. Rubel, jab step, pulls up, three ball, rims in and out. Ebersol able to pull down the defensive board. Just quite didn't dance home for Josh Rubel, who had 12 points in the first round win over Cuba. Here's Wyke off the bounce, top of the arc, three ball. That one won't roll home for him. Irons aren't soft here at the start in Herculaneum. Cook racing the other way off the rebound, lost the basketball for a second and gets called for a walk. Had it knocked out of his hands for a moment, still managed to hold on to it just enough that they call traveling. Subs made for the first time tonight both ways. For St. Pius, Michael Bollinger comes in for Nate Rubel, and for Jefferson, it's Nolan Roth, the junior guard who exploded for 24 points and 7 three-pointers in their first-round win against Kingston. He was electric. They try to throw it in the high post in transition. Wyke throws it away. Bollinger with the steal. Back the other way, gives a handoff to Riley Nager at the rim, and he'll lay it up and in. There's 7 in the early going for Nager, and St. Pius is again down 2. A pass here on the near side wing, knocked away, almost stolen. White comes up with a loose ball, gives it back to Whitener, just inside the arc. Right side baseline jumper, left it just short. Nager pulls down the rebound. Lancers back the other way on offense. Nager between the legs dribble, kicks out in the corner. Cook drives baseline, right-hand side, gives back to Nager, cutting to the rim, lays it in with the right hand. 9 in the early going for Riley Nager. We're tied at 11, under 2 minutes left first quarter. Roth will bring it up into the forecourt, gives it here near side wing to White. He'll drive, kick to the corner, here on the left baseline. Whitener pulls it back out to Roth, middle of the floor. Roth picked up his dribble, goes back to White here near side corner, feeds Ebersol, wide open on the left block, and he'll lay it up and in. Somebody just lost Levi Ebersol. Easy layup for him. Jefferson back in front, 13-11. Down to 1:35 left in the opening period. Cook brings it across half court slowly. Face guarded by Nolan Roth. A between the legs dribble, throws it on the far side wing to Eli Boyer. Back to the high post. Nager pulls up, right side jumper, knocked it down from 15 feet. Riley Nager's on one at the start, 11 early points. Pius ties it back up at 15. A minute 15 left in the first quarter. Wyke over here near side wing to Wagner, who pulls up the dribble, now gives off to Roth. Throws it in the high post, threw it away from Ebersol. Into the arms of Nager. He'll attack the other way. Gives it to Rubel in transition. Rubel lays it in and a foul. Nice find by Riley Nager on the run. Adds an assist to his 11 early points. Rubel the hoop and the harm. And St. Pius has their first lead of the night, 15-13, with 1:01 left in the first quarter. Substitutions made. Jefferson will bring Ebersol, Whitener out. Richardson comes in. Colton Richardson, a sophomore for the first time tonight. Colby Ott back out there as well. We're going to get a timeout called by Sean Breeze, the head coach at Jefferson. St. Pius has gotten its first lead of the night. Strong start for Riley Nager, leading the way for the Lancers. They're up 15-13 on Jefferson. First time out of the night brought to you by Patsy's Furniture. You'll love to shop at Patsy's on St. Joe Drive in Park Hills. This is the Class 3 District 3 Tournament Boys Semifinals on the MyMo Info Sports Stream.
Hi, this is Amy from YMCA. Did you know that we offer swim lessons for children as young as 6 months and sports that begin at the age of 2? Registration is now open for our spring session. Your child will develop confidence and skills that will carry them well into the future. Visit gwrymca.org/Jefferson County to learn more about our spring soccer and volleyball leagues, as well as our swim levels. Contact us at 636-931-9622 for more details or to register.
Out of the Jefferson timeout, Josh Rubel averages a little better than 11 points per game, knocks down the and one free throw. And Jefferson finds itself trailing for the first time tonight, 16-13. They face a little full court pressure from the Lancers as well. 1-2, 1-1, 2-1 zone almost. Throwing it in the block, though, getting it ahead to Jackie Beck. There's Nolan Roth, a right-hand floater in the lane. Wouldn't quite dance home. Rebound picked up inside Nate Rubel. Lancers back the other way. 45 seconds, less than that, left here in the first. Josh Rubel will throw it middle of the floor to Caden Cook. Cook between the wheels, now gives back far side over to Rubel. Back to Bollinger, top of the arc, head fakes a three. Michael Bollinger steps in, gives left wing to Cook. He'll throw it on a post-up left block. Nager step back, fade away on the baseline, nothing but nylon. Riley Nager, 13 points in the first quarter. St. Pius up 5, final 20 seconds of the period. Ott in transition, got it ahead in the forecourt, gives it left wing. Nolan Roth takes a three-pointer, way off the mark. He was knocking those down against Kingston, not tonight. Ahead, Cook in transition, gets it to Nager, but he'll step on the baseline out of bounds. With 8.8 seconds left here in the quarter, he mentioned Nolan Roth, so good at shooting the three ball against Kingston in the first round. He was shooting less than 22% on the year on three balls. Inbounds here to Wyke. We'll bring it up the full court with 5 seconds. Free throw line area, right-hand floater. Got it to dance home. 2 seconds left in the quarter. Inbounds to Nager. He won't get a shot off before the buzzer sounds. So John Wyke gets to the cup there. He's got 7 points in the early going, but Riley Nager, an explosion here at the start. 13 points in that opening quarter. St. Pius leads Jefferson 18-15 after one here in boys semifinal action. You're listening to the Class 3 District 3 Tournament on the MyMo Info Sports Stream.
Well, let's check in with Josh Harris now at Midwest Sports Center in Farmington, Poplar Bluff, and Festus. And Josh, I understand the selection of off-road, on-the-road, or on-the-water vehicles is really great right now.
Yeah, you know what? This time of year we try and stock up, Mark, and get ready for the riding season. But right now they've got huge rebates out, rebates up to $3,000 on select products. Stop in and see us. We have 3 great locations to serve you. If you're up north, we've got it at Festus and Farmington, and now in Poplar Bluff.
You can enjoy a hot tub year-round, but nothing beats slipping into a hot tub when it's chilly out. Hi, I'm Megan Osbar, manager of Home Pools and Spas in Leadington. When you invest in a hot tub, you're investing in relaxation and therapy for your family. We can get you and your family into a new hot tub, and we can service your existing hot tub. Any brand, model, or year. Find us online at homepoolsandspas.net and on the outer road just south of the Leadington exit.
Welcome back to the Class 3 District 3 Tournament on the MyMo Info Sports Stream, brought to you in part by Jefferson College in Hillsboro and Lucas Smith Chrysler Center and the Jefferson R7 School District, both in Festus. This Festus crosstown rivalry, a good one through the first quarter like we thought we'd get. St. Pius has the lead over Jefferson 18-15 as we start the second. Riley Nager with it in the left-hand corner, gives it here on the near side wing to Michael Bollinger. High post, quick touch by Josh Rubel. Back to Nager in the corner, takes a three. It won't quite dance home, and we're going to get a whistle and an over-the-back call on Eli Boyer. So Jefferson's going to get the basketball back. They got 7 points in the first quarter from John Wyke. Nobody else had more than one bucket. St. Pius, of course, the massive first quarter from Riley Nager, who had 13. Far side now with it, middle of the floor, right-hand dribble, Colby Ott kicks to the wing, and Hayden Wagner, far side of the floor. Ebersol, high post, comes and gets it, gives it back on a handoff over to Wagner, probes the defense, now kicks out here near side of the floor. St. Pius in a 1-3-1 zone. Here's Nolan Roth with a right-hand reverse layup. It doesn't go. Ebersol got the rebound, and then we get a whistle for a tie ball as Josh Rubel tried to snatch it away from him. That'll lead to a jump ball, and the possession arrow is going to keep it with Jefferson here, near side of the floor. Ott will get it in the right-hand corner to Wagner. Over to Roth on the wing. Now back to Wagner on a handoff. He'll go around the high set screen by Ebersol. Tried to pull up and then throw it down low to Ebersol. Pass stolen, knocked away. Rubel came up with it. Throws it ahead to Eli Boyer. Tries to finish with the left hand in transition. No good. Rebound finds its way into the arms of Wyke. A minute into this second quarter. Jefferson led 5-0 at the start, but St. Pius in front at the moment, 18-15. Ott around a screen, pulls up left corner. On the wing, can't knock down the three. Just a little long. Boyer the defensive board. Lancers back the other way. Josh Rubel will bring it into the forecourt. Right-hand dribble, he's face guarded by Wagner. 1-3-1 zone shown by Jefferson as well defensively. Far side with it in the corner, Eli Boyer, and now a whistle and a reach-in foul. They're going to call it on Nolan Roth. Trying to poke that basketball loose over there on the far side of the corner as we get a substitution made both ways. Dalen Whitener comes in, taking the place of Roth, and Caden Cook is in to replace Nate Rubel. Cook has it here on the inbounds, gives it near side wing to Nager. They swing it in the left-hand corner to Boyer. Back to Cook on the wing. Colby Ott in front of him. They throw it far side of the floor now to Rubel. Coming to the basketball in the corner is Bollinger. Now back to Cook as they probe that zone defense to Nager, left-hand corner. Looking for something to come open. Cook finally onto the right wing, over to Rubel. Comes back here, Cook, left wing side. Head fakes a three, steps inside the arc, pulls up for the 18-footer. Can't knock it down. Rebound pulled down. John Wyke defensively. Gets it head to Wagner in transition. He's left open here on the right wing for three, and he'll knock it down. Aiden Wagner's first bucket from beyond the arc. Second bucket, rather. He's got 5 points now. We're tied at 18. 5:40 and counting left first half. Nager gives it in the corner to Boyer. Back to Nager on the left block. Ball nearly knocked out of his hands. We get a whistle and a reach-in foul. Colby Ott coming over with help defense in that 1-3-1 zone. Trying to knock it away. Going to get called for the reach-in foul. Lancers will have an inbounds coming on the baseline. Rubel looking to get it in on the block. Gets it to Bollinger. Throws it out here left wing side to Cook. Rubel coming around a screen. Thought he was going to get the basketball. Instead, Cook hangs onto it. Has it between the wheels. Now throws it here back on the near side wing to Bollinger. Dalen Whitener out in front of him. Nager around the screen, top of the arc. Ball knocked loose for a second. Gets it back. 5:15 and counting left in the second quarter. Nager tried to hit the crossover, step back dribble. Lost the ball off his foot instead. Bollinger saves it. Gives it on a handoff to Cook as he turns to his head coach, Chris Miller, and looks for the signal. Nager has it now here at the top of the arc. Gives it to Bollinger, right elbow in the high post area. Back the other side elbow to Rubel. He's open for the jumper. Takes the mid-range shot. Can't knock it down. Bollinger goes up high to get the rebound and then gets bumped and fouled. Sean Breeze, the head coach at Jefferson, none too pleased with that call. Thinking maybe Bollinger should have been called for traveling before that, or there shouldn't have been a foul call at all. It'll be Cook to inbounds, gets it over to Rubel, and ball got knocked out of his hands. It's out of bounds off of St. Pius. Good hustle defense by the Blue Jays there to get it right back. Sub coming for Jefferson, Dawson Jackie-Beck. Junior's going to check in. He'll take the place of Ebersol. White gets it right back after inbounding it to Colby Ott. He'll bring it into the forecourt, giving it off to Wagner. Now back to Ott here as they get it across the timeline. Jackie-Beck has it high post to Wyke on the right wing. Head fakes the jumper. Free throw line area, kicks out, left wing. Colby Ott pulls up off the dribble for three, left it way short. Airmailed it, and it's going to go out of bounds on the baseline. And that will be St. Pius basketball with 4.5 left here in the first half. A reminder that coverage of this Class 3 District 3 tournament on the MyMO Info Sports Stream is brought to you in part by the Gilster Mary Lee Company in Perryville, Gateway Region YMCA in St. Louis, and Midwest Sports Center in Farmington. Midwest Sports Center halftime show will wrap up our first boys semifinal between Steelville and Herculaneum. Here's a post up on the left block that leads to an easy layup for Nate Rubel. Sophomore's first bucket of the night, which puts St. Pius back on top 20-18. John Talley, Steelville coach, hopefully going to be our guest to talk about that Cardinal victory, and then we will also give you a first half recap here. John White very frustrated in the backcourt, has to call timeout for Jefferson as they ended up not being able to get that ball across half court quick enough. So timeout here halfway through the second quarter. St. Pius leads Jefferson 20-18. You're listening to the Class 3 District 3 tournament on the MyMO Info Sports Stream.
Looking for Mineral Area College spirit wear, trendy college wear, school supplies, art supplies? In the market for a new laptop computer or other electronics? Check out our expanded bookstore on Mineral Area College's Park Hills campus. Not sure what to buy? A gift card might be just the thing for the Mac student in your life. Visit Mineral Area College's bookstore today on the Park Hills campus near the Leadington Park Hills exit. It starts here. Mineral Area College.
This is the Class 3 District 3 tournament on regional radio on the MyMO Info Sports Stream, brought to you in part by our friends over at Mineral Area College in Park Hills and the Hearing Care Partners in Farmington. John White knocking down a mid-range jumper here out of the timeout for Jefferson, knocking it down from the left elbow. He's now got 9 points for the Blue Jays. Jefferson and St. Pius tied up at 20 with less than 4 minutes left in the first half. Check the Hearing Care Partners broadcast schedule at halftime. Talk about our district championship schedule for Friday night. Here's a post-up right block side. Nate Rubel got the dump off from Riley Nager down low, able to lay it up and in around contact. Back-to-back buckets from Nate Rubel. Make it a 2-point St. Pius lead, 22-20. And now Rubel will steal in the midcourt. Gets it ahead to Cook. Throws it right corner side to Eli Boyer, who takes the three and knocks it down. Boyer able to hit the triple, his first bucket. And St. Pius has its first 2-score lead of the night, 25-20. 3:08 left first half. Ott here on the left wing, head fakes. Pulls up off the dribble, free throw line area, knocks down nothing but nylon on that little 10-footer. Second bucket for Colby Ott. He's got 4. St. Pius lead is 3. Nager head fakes a 3 from the left wing. Drives, kicks to the corner, left side. 3-ball for Rubel, left just short. Defensive rebound pulled down by Jackie Beck. Wagner will get it ahead in the forecourt to John White, who will spin. Lost the basketball in the middle of the paint. It's still loose in the middle of the floor. Nager tries to run up and grab it and almost got wrestled out of his hands by Jackie Beck. We get a whistle for a jump ball. Possession arrow is going to give it to St. Pius. So Lancers in their home whites tonight with navy blue trim on the sleeves, on the collar, and on the shorts as well, down the side and on the bottom. Navy blue numbers with a gold trim. St. Pius written in cursive front across the front of the chest. Here's Caden Cook driving. Got to the rim with his left hand, laid it up and in. Good move to the bucket by Cook. He has 4 points. Pius is up 27-22. Jefferson back the other way. Road blue. Black and white stripes on the side of the shorts and the jerseys. White on the collars. Black numbers with a white trim and black letters spelling out Jefferson with a white trim across the front of their jerseys. Uniform check tonight brought to you by Serenity Hospice Care. Peace of mind when it matters most. Cook strips it away here on the sideline, taking it out of the hands of Dalen Whitener, and we get a whistle for a timeout right before the inbounds by Jefferson. St. Pius leads 27-22 here, winding our way down in the first half here in boys semifinal action. You're listening to the Class 3 District 3 tournament here on the MyMO Info Sports Stream.
Hey, if you haven't been to Patsy's Furniture in Park Hills lately, then you haven't been to Patsy's Furniture. Man, the selection is as good now as it's ever been. And that's saying something. Seriously, stop by and say hi to Chris and Jamie. The first thing you'll notice is just how nice they are. They won't hard sell you at all. They'll just let you look around and offer you help when you need it. And we're talking about really nice furniture, too, from some of the best-known brand names in the business. Hey, maybe that's why Patsy's Furniture is my only stop when I do my furniture shopping. Patsy's Furniture, right off Highway 67 at the Parkway Drive exit. You'll love to shop at Patsy's.
For 57 years, the staff at Farmington Presbyterian Manor have dedicated ourselves to providing our community the best independent living, assisted living, skilled nursing, memory care, and short-term rehab. We are proud to be part of the Parkland community and provide the quality health care you deserve. Call 573-756-6768 today and schedule a visit to find out more about Farmington Presbyterian Manor.
St. Pius after the timeout. 2:05 left in the first half. Lancers lead Jefferson 27-22. Here, Class 3 District 3 boys semifinals. We're going to get a whistle away from the basketball. A foul is going to be called. I think it's going to be on Jefferson. It is indeed on Dawson Jackiebeck. So it will be Lancer basketball again as Josh Rubel will get it on the inbounds to Eli Boyer here in the near side corner. Rubel comes around a screen far side wing. They post up on the right block for Nager. Double team comes to try and knock the ball out of his hands. He kicks it out here, top of the arc. Boyer takes the three ball. It's off the side of the iron, no good. Nate Rubel was able to sky and get the rebound. Nearly lost it on the right-hand block, trying to get rid of it. Gives it on a handoff to Nager. A minute and a half left in the first half. Lancers with possession, up by 5. Caden Cook pulls it out with a right-hand dribble after getting the signal from his head coach, Chris Miller. Throws it on the far side wing over to Josh Rubel. Nearly lost it. Now pulls it down left hand, gives it off here near side wing to Boyer. Jab step, thought about the jumper, now back to Cook. Gets the screen, top of the arc from Nate Rubel. Doesn't want to use it, throws it far side wing over to Josh Rubel. Backdoor cut by Boyer, and the ball stolen on the pass. White comes up with it. Nice job by John White there defensively to come up with it. He'll bring it into the forecourt for Jefferson. Wagner swings it here near side corner to Ott. They post up Jackiebeck on the light block, kicks out to the wing. White's left open for a three. He missed it off the side of the iron. Nager, the defensive board, gets it ahead to Cook as we go under a minute to play till halftime. Cook gives it back in the corner here near side of the floor to Nager. Drives off the head fake, kicks back out. Back to Cook, left wing, left open, takes a three, knocks it down! Caden Cook has struggled all year from beyond the arc, hasn't stopped shooting though. Now he's got 7 points, and that one makes it a 30-22 St. Pius lead. Largest by either team in this one. Wagner bounces it here near side corner to Richardson. Throws it away in the backcourt, and it's going to be an over and back. St. Pius will have the possession with 27.3 seconds left in the first half. We got substitutions made. Nolan Roth coming back in. Dalen Whitener back out there as well. Colton Richardson, Dawson Jackiebeck take a seat. The inbounds is to Caden Cook in the backcourt. He averages just under 8 points per game coming into tonight. Just under 8 points and about 3.5 assists per contest. With 14 seconds left, Rubel kicks it out top of the arc to Boyer. Goes around a screen in the corner far side of the floor with under 10 seconds. Nager, high post side, right elbow jumper with 5 seconds. Airmailed it. Nate Rubel got the offensive rebound though. Couldn't lay it up and in, but did get fouled. And he's headed to the free throw line to shoot a pair. A chance to give St. Pius perhaps a double-digit lead here. 3.5 seconds left till halftime. Midwest Sports Center halftime show coming up. Again, we'll talk hopefully with Steelville head coach John Totley about their win in the semifinals over Herculaneum. Give you a first half recap here. Free throw in the air, and that is good. So Nate Rubel, who came into tonight, only averages about 4.8 points per game, shoots about 55% from the free throw line. Has 5 points tonight, make it 6. Rattles home the second free throw too. Double-digit lead now, 32-22. Final 3.5 seconds of the half. Jefferson with possession trailing. See if they can get at least one shot off to Wagner. Tries to throw it ahead. Bollinger deflected it, throws one up at the horn from the sidelines, and it's way off the mark, no good. So the first half comes to a close. St. Pius putting a little run together at the break to stretch their lead to 32-22 over the Jefferson Blue Jays here in boys semifinal action. You can hear the noise, the Lancer fan section going crazy here as they've got the big lead at halftime over their rivals. We'll take a break. Midwest Sports Center halftime show coming up after the timeout. You're listening to Class 3 District 3 tournament action on regional radio and the MYMO Info Sports Stream.
There's no need to be scared of flu season. Just say boo to the flu and head over to Parkland Health Mart Pharmacy for your flu shot. It's the perfect way to protect you and your family, and no appointment is necessary. Just pop in when you have time, and we will have you on your way in just a few minutes. Cash prices are available, or we're happy to bill your insurance. We know you have better things to do than be stuck at home with a nasty case of the flu. Come see us at Parkland Health Mart Pharmacy in Deloge, Fredericktown, Ironton, and Farmington.
When it's all said and done, what really matters? For Serenity Hospice Care patient Jack, hospice isn't about giving up. It's not about the end. It's about right now. It's about spending precious time with the people we love.
Come on, Grandpa.
And the little moments that create lasting memories. It's focusing on what's important to you and remembering life is beautiful in all stages.
Dear Wallet, Toyota President's Day is on. Load up on style and heat up the streets in the oh-so-sleek Camry and prepare to indulge your sporty side. Load up on comfort and quality family time in the roomy Highlander with tons of tech and seating for up to 8. Load up on fun and adventure in the versatile RAV4 with plenty of room for all your gear. And load up on confidence. All these Toyota models come with our active safety system, Standard. Load up on style. Load up on comfort, load up on adventure, and load up on savings. Hurry in during Toyota President's Day and get a historic deal before it's history. See you soon, your new Toyota. Find yours at buyatoyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
See Twin City Toyota, I-55 at the Herculaneum Auto Mall exit, or visit them online at twincitytoyota.com.
Welcome to the Midwest Sports Center Halftime Show on Regional Radio.
This is Josh Harris, the owner of Midwest Sports Center in Farmington. Remember, for all of your on-the-road, off-the-road, or on-the-water fun, come and see us, Midwest Sports Center in Farmington.
Midwest Sports Center Halftime Show. Stop by, see Josh and the gang at Midwest Sports Center today on Walker Drive in Farmington. Kawasaki, Suzuki, Polaris, Can-Am, Spyder, and Sea-Doo. Like them on Facebook or shop them online at Midwest Sports Center. On the road, off the road, or in the water, Midwest Sports Center has it all.
At the break of our second boys semifinal in the Class 3 District 3 tournament here in Herculaneum, St. Pius has the lead over Jefferson 32-22. We'll recap that first half a little bit more later on in the halftime show. But our first semifinal earlier tonight saw Steelville roll past the host Herculaneum Blackcats 79-44. We have the head coach of the Cardinals with us right now, John Tolley, and Tanner Diaz for the second straight game, or Applebee's player of the game. It's hard to ignore what he did because he was a big part of the 16-0 run. You had to close the half and go up double digits, and he made a lot of plays there in the fourth quarter, which made this an easy win for you. And obviously he's at the head of that defense that was really solid once again tonight.
Yeah, he's playing really well right now. He's a good player anyway, but he's really playing well right now. And the great thing about him is he's a better kid than he's a ball player. He's always willing to do the extra thing. He works his tail off. He's the first one in the gym, last one out, and always listening and just ready to lift his teammates up and be a great teammate as well.
You were down 12-2 there in the first quarter. What did you say to the kids after that slow start that you think maybe sparked them?
Well, it wasn't anything I said. It was all them. But we had talked before about coming in that we had to weather a storm because we were playing at their place. We knew they were going to come out hot. They got some good players, and they're really well coached. So we were ready for a storm. They hit us with a little bit better one than we thought, but we just tried to weather it and then hit back.
I would say it was really hard not to give player of the game tonight to Preston Leffler because Josh Ernie, your big man, got in foul trouble. Leffler came off the bench, scored 11 points, gave you great minutes down low defensively. That's such a nice asset. So much about your team relies on the starters, but getting guys like Preston to come on off the bench here at the end of the year, that's something you really need.
Yeah, he's been really big for us off the bench most of the year. He's a very high-energy guy, just plays as hard as I've ever seen anybody play, and comes up with a lot of loose balls, and he finishes well around the rim. So he's a nice piece to have.
17 straight wins for your ball club, and now you're going to get a quality team regardless of who you get in the championship game. But just the fact that you get there with this bunch that is so veteran, that has been around the block, get an opportunity to play for a title, it feels great, but I know they want to finish it off and they want to win the thing.
They do. This will actually be our third straight district championship, and they're really hungry to go ahead and finish one. But like you said, both these teams that are competing right now are excellent teams, really well coached, and it's going to be tough no matter who it is.
We wish you the best of luck coming up on Friday night. We look forward to seeing you. Congrats on the win this evening.
I appreciate it. Thank you for all you do.
John Totley, head coach of the Steelville Cardinals, joining us. They are winners this evening by a final of 79-44 over Herculaneum. And we will indeed see them Friday night, Class 3 District 3 championship game. They'll play either St. Pius or Jefferson, depending on who wins in this game here. And that'll come your way around 7:30 Friday night. That'll be on AM 1400 KJFF, our Festus station. Hopefully you can join me for that one. That'll be after the girls' championship game between Grandview and the Steelville Cardinals. Steelville got the 1 seed on both the boys and girls side of things in the District 3 tournament this year. So hopefully going to be a very fun doubleheader that will end up being, of course, a Steelville doubleheader, and we look forward to bringing it to you Friday night on KJF. Here at halftime between St. Pius and the Jefferson Blue Jays, Lancers with the 10-point lead at the break. Let's take a look at some first-half stats brought to you by the Don't Run Company, providing the minerals and metals we need to power our future. St. Pius got a monster first quarter from senior star Riley Nager. He's their leading scorer on the year, and he had 13 in the first quarter alone. That's where he did all his scoring, though. After that, rest of the totals in that first half, Pius got 6 points each from Caden Cook and Nate Rubel. They got 3 each from Eli Boyer and Josh Rubel. So the two other guys who averaged double figures a game on the air for the Lancers, Rubel and Boyer, took a back seat in the second act, scoring-wise at least, where Caden Cook. And that was Caden Cook actually had 7 points in that first half. Excuse me, I misspoke. And Nate Rubel ended up with 6 points as well, two guys that don't average a ton. Jefferson in the first half paced by 9 points rather, from their leading scorer on the year, senior John White. But after that, 5 from Hayden Wagner, 4 from Colby Ott, and 2 each from Dalen Whitener and Levi Ebersalt. Somebody's either going to have to get hot, or they're going to need a whole lot of scoring from somebody else in a big way in the second half if they want to move on and have a chance to play for back-to-back district titles. St. Pius trying to avenge that district championship game they had last year in this District 3 tournament to Jefferson here in the semis. Thanks for listening to the Midwest Sports Center halftime show. We're going to take a break, bring you third quarter action. Our score at the break, St. Pius leads Jefferson 32-22, boys semifinals. This is the Class 3 District 3 tournament on the MyMO Info Sports Stream.
Eating good in the neighborhood at Applebee's sounds so good, doesn't it? Hi, I'm Amy Cousins, General Manager of Applebee's in Farmington. You and a friend can start with 2 side salads or an appetizer to share, then choose any 2 full-size entree from the 2 for $20 dinner lunch menu. Or pick 2 items to create your own combo meal from the classic or signature lunch combo menu. Soups, salads, chicken fajita roll-up, clubhouse grill, or chicken tenders. There's so much to choose from, and it's all under $10. Dine in or call it in. Applebee's on Cars Boulevard in Farmington.
Flex Equipment was founded as a family-owned and operated business, where it remains to this day. Known best for selling exceptional equipment such as Case IH, Hustler, Vermeer, Cub Cadet, Massey Ferguson, and many more. Flex Equipment is a proven company with certified technicians and customer service where you're more than just a number. Our certified technicians can diagnose, troubleshoot, repair, and maintain your equipment. Not just one color, but every color. Even if you don't purchase your equipment here, we can provide you with the best service available and the largest selection of parts. As the months turn colder, it's time to service your equipment, get it ready for spring and summer. Winterize your equipment and tune up any equipment that you'll need over the winter. We do that here, and we do it well. If you're in the market for a new compact tractor, blades, whatever the need, see us here at Fliggs Equipment. Make us your first stop. Fliggs Equipment, Highway 32 in St. Genevieve, and on the Outer Service Road in Ludington. Online 24/7 at fliggs.com. Fliggs Equipment. Let our family serve your family.
We start the second half of our second boys semifinal here at Class 3 District 3 tournament action on regional radio on the MyMO Info Sports Stream. It's brought to you in part by our friends at Pratzy's Furniture in Park Hills and New Era Bank in Farmington, Park Hills, Deloge, and Bonne Terre. With producer and engineer Chase Sillers back in the studios. Nathan Gertz here with you at Robinson Gymnasium and Herculaneum. Jefferson actually had the early 5-0 lead in this one, but St. Pius has really controlled things ever since. Riley Nager with a huge first quarter, 13 points. And Pius able to stretch the lead to double figures at the end of the first half. Jefferson starts with possession, attacking the bucket farther away from us on the stage here at Robinson Gymnasium, and immediately it's thrown away. Colby Ott has it stolen, knocked away on the pass by Josh Rubel. They swing it into the far side corner for Riley Nager. Now come back here near side. Attacking baseline. Left-hand floater will fall home for Eli Boyer. He was not a big factor in that first half scoring, just 3 points, but he gets one to drop there, and he stretches this out to a 34-22 lead for St. Pius in the opening half minute of the second half. Wagner has it. Blue Jays in their road blue with black and white stripes on the side of the jerseys and on their collar and sleeves. Black letters and numbers. Jefferson written across the front of the chest with a white trim. Colby Ott, top of the arc, gets it from White, pulls up for three. It rattles in and out. Nate Rubel pulls down the defensive board. Pius back the other way. Home whites with navy blue trim. Navy blue stripes on the side of the jerseys and the shorts. Navy blue letters and numbers with a gold trim. Here's Boyer from the right corner for three. He missed it way short. Air ball rebound picked up by Ebersol. Quickly the other way, throws it ahead to Wyke in transition, and we'll get a whistle for a blocking foul as he bumps into John Wyke. Gold trim on the navy blue letters and numbers, and St. Pius X, St. Pius 10th, written across the front of the jersey for the team that is the home team on the scoreboard, the number 2 seed in this district tournament, in this matchup of Festus crosstown rivals. Right side corner for the third-seeded Blue Jays, Wagner. Kicks it out to Ott, now to Whitener here on the left wing. Back to Ott, top of the arc. He'll take a three off the bounce. He left it way short. Just grazed the front of the iron. Nager gets the rebound and then gets bumped and fouled. Colby Ott's having a rough shooting day. He averages 10 a game on the season coming into tonight. Shoots just under 40% from the field. Struggled this evening. There's Riley Nager with it on the far side wing. Gives it high post to Nate Rubel. Put it on the deck for a second. Kick it out here. Left-hand corner to Caden Cook. Cook looking. Flows here on the near side wing to Rubel. Now to Boyer just inside the right arc on the wing. Back to Rubel here. Face guarded by Ott. The high post, right elbow. Cutting across the lane. Rubel throws it into Caden Cook. Boyer head fakes a jumper. Between the legs dribble. Pulls it back out on the wing. Now over to Cook. 2 minutes into the second half, St. Pius up 12. High post area, Nager gets it over to Rubel. Nate Rubel puts it on the deck, had the ball knocked out of his hands. Josh Rubel takes it right back from Hayden Wagner, though, gets to the cup, lays it in. Off the loose ball, Josh Rubel to the rim. He and Eli Boyer are not lighting it up. They've got 5 each. They'll have the first 2 buckets of the second half. Here's Wagner, deep right wing three, not able to knock it down. Rebound tapped around, White comes up with it. Can't lay it up and in on the reverse. Rebound eventually pulled down by Rubel. Cook back the other way for the Lancers. Gives it here near side. Boyer spinning baseline. Left-hand floater. No good. Dalen Whitener, the defensive board. But then he almost throws it away. Eventually it's saved. Ott able to hold on to it and get it out over to Wyke, middle of the floor. 5.5 left third quarter. Wyke driving. Ball knocked out of his hands. Caden Cook comes up with it. He'll bring it the other way in transition. Puts his head down. Gets to the cup with the left hand and lays it in. Caden Cook's now got 9 points tonight. And a timeout called by Jefferson as they are in danger of letting this thing slip away. 5:09 left third quarter. St. Pius leads 38-22. You're listening to the Class 3 District 3 tournament on the MyMO Info Sports Stream.
Rolling hills, wooded forest, pasture, crops. If you've ever dreamed of having a place of your own in the country, we can help. So get back to your roots and back to the country with a fixed-rate loan from First State Community Bank and our partner, Farmer Mac. We'll work hard to find the right financing for your recreational property. See the team today or visit fscb.com for more information. First State Community Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Gateway Motors in Fredericktown, Missouri invites you to come on down and let us help you find your next vehicle. Purchasing a car, SUV, or truck can be an overwhelming experience. The Gateway crew will help you find the right vehicle for your personal or family needs. We offer 24-month or less, no-interest loans for qualified buyers. Come on down to 509 Lincoln Drive and let us help you find a reliable vehicle that fits your wallet.
You're listening to the Class 3 District 3 tournament on the MyMO Info Sports Stream, brought to you in part by Parkland Health Mart Pharmacy in Farmington, Deloge, Fredericktown, and Ironton, and the Steelville R3 School District. Jefferson the other way in transition, gets an easy layup at the rim. Colby Ott finding Levi Ebersol for a quick deuce. And Jefferson has cut it down to a 38-24 deficit as we go under 5 minutes left here in the third quarter. Caden Cook with it for St. Pius, throws it far side wing to Josh Rubel. Coming around a screen, Riley Nager will get it top of the arc. We get a whistle, reach in foul. Ebersol trying to knock that pass away. ends up getting whistled for a foul. Inbounds coming on the sidelines here near side of the floor. Bollinger will get it in and give it off to Caden Cook, who has 9 points tonight, averages just under 8 a game. Back to Nager, top of the arc, gives it to Cook here near side wing. He'll drive baseline, spin back to his left hand, throws up the runner with the right, got fouled. That was a heck of a move by Caden Cook, who saw he had just a little bit of space to drive baseline. Did so around Ebersalt and draws a foul. And Cook, who hadn't been to the free throw line tonight, but comes in on the year, shooting right at 75%, will step and toe the charity line. First to two, going to be off the back iron, though, no good. Second one coming for the senior point guard. This one will rattle home. So he's up to double figures now tonight with 10. 7 of that coming in the first half. Back the other way, ball gets knocked away and stolen. Leak out pass for Josh Rubel in transition from Boyer and an easy lay-in. Rubel now with 7 points. St. Pius starting to stretch it out. They're up 41-24 halfway through the third quarter. Ebersalt throws it ahead of Colton Richardson. He'll drive an attack to the rim. Can't finish with the right hand, got fouled. It will be Richardson going to the free throw line off a foul, I want to say, by, Josh Rubel. And we're going to substitution here as Rubel will come out. Nate Rubel, his younger brother, will take his place. Richardson to the free throw line. So far this year, Colton Richardson is shooting about 67%. Hasn't been to the free throw line much. Hit 2/3 of those shots, though. Just missed the first, though. Second one is nothing but nylon. So he gets his first point of the night. But the Blue Jays are still down 41-25 here. 4:05 and counting in the third quarter. Caden Cook will lob it to the top of the arc. Nager comes and gets it. Gives it off right wing to Nate Rubel. Coming around a screen. Left elbow with it. Michael Bollinger. And now a whistle and a foul. Offensive foul. Yeah, called on St. Pius. They called it on Boyer. Some form of illegal screen away from the basketball. And they'll give it off to Hayden Wagner. And Jefferson inbounds. Roth trying to lob it in the middle of the floor, back in there for Jefferson. Gets it to Wyke. He's able to hold on to it. Drives, throws her up a runner with the right hand, draws a foul. So John Wyke, who's a really solid free throw shooter, came into tonight 65.5% at the line. Hit one earlier tonight, nothing but nylon here to get himself into double figures now this evening. Jefferson's going to need every bucket they can get, every point they can get with the clock stopped, especially at the line, as the Blue Jays make a sub. Colby Ott comes back in. It will be, I think Ebersalt takes the seat. Here's the second free throw by White. It is good. He's up to 11. Blue Jays are still down by 14, though. Cook brings it up here near side wing, gives it off to Michael Bollinger. Face guarded by Colton Richardson. Jefferson in a man-to-man defense here in the half court. Bollinger gives it back to Cook near midcourt. The Herculaneum Black H, the logo there. Cook throws it on the far side, just inside the right wing. That's Nate Rubel with it. Into the high post, left elbow to Nager. Backdoor cut, Rubel on the baseline, lays it up and in. 6 of Josh Rubel's 9 points have come in this quarter. And it's a 43-27 St. Pius lead. Here's a right-hand hook. Won't roll home for John Wyke on the right elbow side. Rebound pulled down defensively by Josh Rubel. He'll throw it on a bounce into the forecourt to Caden Cook, who's willing to absolutely slow it down here in the half court. High post area. Nate Rubel has it. To Nager, left elbow. Pulls up for a catch-and-shoot mid-range jumper. Doesn't quite dance home. Richardson, the defensive board. Nolan Roth will bring it back the other way. Gives it on a bounce here near side of the floor to Colton Richardson. Far side to Ott. Now top of the arc to Richardson. Swinging around to Wagner on the left wing. 2:40 and counting left in the third. Roth puts it on the deck. And a whistle and a blocking foul. He collides with Caden Cook. Cook might have simply just lost his footing there trying to get to Roth, but they call him for the blocking foul. Subs made again for Jefferson. Wyke and Roth take a seat. Galen Whitener and Levi Ebersole come in. Ott to in, gets it over to Ebersole. Gives it back on a handoff to Ott. Tries to throw it middle of the floor to Whitener. It's poked away. Nager knocks it loose. Rubel comes up with a loose ball. Goes it ahead to Caden Cook. Will bring it to the forecourt. Nate Rubel left open top of the arc. Will take a three. He leaves it short. Dalen Whitener gets the defensive board. Ott coming back the other way quickly in transition. Throws it to Wagner in the right-hand corner. Head fakes a three. Gives it back to Ott on the wing. He'll take a three and knock it down. Colby Ott finally knocking down a triple. He struggled from beyond the arc tonight. Now he's got 7 points. And it's a 43-30 game, but right back the other way. Riley Nager gets to the cup, lays it in with the right hand. First point since that big first quarter for Nager. He's got 15. St. Pius is up 15 with under 2 minutes left in the third. They get a whistle and a foul. They're going to call it on Cook. Reaching in, trying to knock the ball away here on the near sideline. Ebersole will get it in. Gives it over to Whitener. And they'll hand it to Ott, middle of the floor. Give it off Wagner, left wing. Head fakes a three, drives baseline, gets to the rim, lays it in. There's Hayden Wagner. He's got 7 now. Pass in transition knocked away from Nager. Rubel comes up with a loose ball, kicks it out on the wing to Bollinger. Back to Rubel near midcourt. A minute and a half left in the third quarter. St. Pius with it, leading 45-32. Rubel throws it far side wing over to Bollinger. Gives it top of the arc to Nager. He'll cut to the rim and attack. Right-hand floater will not dance home, but he drew a foul. And Riley Nager will head to the free throw line. He's hit the only free throw he's taken tonight. They call it on Dalen Whitener for the block. So Nager, who we mentioned, shoots 78% plus at the free throw line this year. Going to rattle home the first of 2 on this trip. Second one coming with 1:28 left in the third quarter is going to be off the back iron, no good. Levi Ebersole will get the rebound. Ahead to Wagner, to Whitener, give it to Ott in the right-hand corner, drives baseline, ball knocked out of his hands as he attacks, and it's out of bounds last off of St. Pius. Blue Jays are going to inbound on the far side of the floor. Wagner, who averages double figures a game, same for Ott. They've got 7 apiece, so they need to get going in a hurry with John Wyke on the bench. Wyke's back out there now offensively for Jefferson. Around a screen, Wagner comes and gets it left corner, gives it to Ott on the wing. Now they post Ebersole. Try to throw it to the cutting Whitener, who had a lane to the rim, but he didn't hang on to the pass, and it goes out of bounds. So St. Pius will get it back with a minute less 15 and counting here in the third. Cook to lob it ahead over to Nager, and it's stolen. Ott with a nice play. Gets it ahead to Whitener. Throws it to Wagner in transition. He'll lay it up and in. It was a great play by Colby Ott defensively, leading to the run out and the easy bucket for Wagner, who's now got 9 points. St. Pius' lead cut to 46-34 here. Final 50 seconds of the first quarter, and we get a whistle and a timeout in the backcourt called by Jefferson and Sean Breeze. We'll go ahead and take a timeout as well here briefly. Final seconds of the third quarter. Jefferson trailing with St. Pius 46-34. You're listening to the Class 3 District 3 Boys Semifinals on the MyMoInfo Sports Stream.
What you put on your family's table does make a difference, and Prairie Farms is proud to play a role in your family's growth and good health. Since 1938, Prairie Farms has been providing high-quality products and fresh, wholesome, and nutritious milk to you and your family. From yogurt, dips, and sour cream to cottage cheese, ice cream, and milk, the next time you're at the store, reach for the Prairie Farms label and know you're serving the best. Prairie Farms, dedicated farmers, happy cows, and real milk.
This is the Class 3 District 3 tournament on the MyMoInfo Sports Stream, brought to you in part by Presbyterian Manor, Serenity Hospice Care, and Prairie Farms, all in Farmington. Under 50 seconds left here in the third quarter. St. Pius has it up 12. Far side, Caden Cook gives it on the wing to Riley Nager. He's looking for somebody to cut open. Just throws it back between the wheels to the senior point guard, Cook. Crossover dribble, trying to work his way around Colby Ott. Man-to-man defense from Jefferson here in the half court. Bollinger throws it back middle of the floor to Josh Rubel. It got knocked out of his hands. It's loose at the free throw line. Dalen Whitener comes up with it. Blue Jays back the other way. Ott nearly lost it. Gives it on a handoff to White. Under 30 seconds left here, third quarter. Back to Ott on the right wing. Throws it middle of the floor to Ebersol. Gives it to a cutting White. Nearly lost him on the baseline. Turn around with the right hand. Won't go for White. Rebound tapped around. Riley Nager eventually comes up with a loose ball along the baseline. 10 seconds left in the third quarter. Josh Rubel the other way. Gives it here in the corner. Michael Bollinger left open. Takes a three. He knocks it down. Michael Bollinger, big shot there. Final seconds of the third quarter. Makes it a 15-point lead. Ball gets knocked out of bounds here on the sidelines. They're going to say it's last off St. Pius. Exactly one tick left in the third. Time for a dribble and a shot here for Jefferson at the horn. They get it into Whitener. He wasn't ready for it. Nate Rubel comes up with it. Throws up the shot at the buzzer from half court and leaves it just short. The third quarter comes to a close with St. Pius in front of Jefferson. This Festus Crosstown rivalry rematch of last year's District 3 championship game. The Jays won that one by double digits. St. Pius is the one up by double digits here after three. 49-34, Blue Jays on top of the Lancers as we head to the fourth quarter. You're listening to the boys semifinals of the Class 3 District 3 tournament here on Regional Radio and the MyMO Info Sports Stream.
Let's plan ahead. Hi, it's Hannah. We know you've got a lot of decisions to make with the warm spring season upon us, so let us help you make one. Stop by and let Cole's Tractor and Equipment show you how well the nicer size compact 25 horsepower tractor with loader can help you catch up on your early spring cleanup and continue to work hard for you throughout the summer and many seasons to come. Right now at Cole's Tractor and Equipment, we are offering the compact size 25 horsepower four-wheel drive diesel tractor with a front loader, skid steer pallet forks, 4-foot box blade, deluxe flatbed 18-foot trailer, and a free pressure washer for only $18,199. Financing is available on site with a payment around $250. This tractor package deal is sure to help you get a jump start on your spring and summer cleanup and projects. Check out Cole's Tractor and Equipment, 1 mile east of Farmington on Highway 32, or give us a call, 573-756-4353, and see us on Facebook at Cole's Tractor and Equipment.
We start the fourth quarter with St. Pius in possession. Caden Cook finds Eli Boyer from half court on the right side of the rim, and he's able to easily lay it up and in. Now Michael Bollinger comes up with a steal. Lancers back the other way. Boyer gives it to Cook. Head fakes a pass in the corner. Gets to the rim with the right hand. Can't finish. Riley Nager got the offensive rebound and is able to lay it up and in. 18 now, a game high for Nager. Boyer booked the bucket a moment ago. He's got 7. St. Pius has started to really take control. They're up 53-34 with 7.5 to go. John White driving, right hand, can't finish. Nager the defensive rebound. Ball poked out of his hands near midcourt. Colby Ott takes it away. Wagner gets to the bucket the other way for Jefferson, lays it up and in with the left hand. Hayden Wagner's now into double figures with 11, but Jefferson needs all sorts of offense here in a hurry, down 17, but they get another steal defensively. Colby Ott able to knock it away from Caden Cook. Throw it ahead to Wagner on the left corner. Takes a three, might have been partially blocked. Ebersol got the offensive rebound, couldn't put it up and in. Did get fouled though. A 49-34 game after 3 quarters of play. A couple of buckets for St. Pius a moment ago, but now Levi Ebersol at the free throw line after a Wagner layup and then a Colby Ott steal, unable to knock down the first of 2. And Jefferson needs just about every one of these points they get at the free throw line. Exactly 7 minutes left to go. Second one for Ebersol going to rattle home. He's got 5 tonight. Down to 16-point margin. Hayden Cook, more than willing to take his time, bringing it up in the half court. Goes it far side wing to Josh Rubel, nearly stolen. Behind that dribble, pulls it out, gives it baseline inside the corner to Boyer. Cutting Nager gets to the rim. Pass from Boyer is there, and he'll lay it up and in. There's an even 20 for Riley Nager. 13 of that coming in a monster first quarter. And St. Pius is up by 18 with 6.5 to go. Ott, left-hand dribble, gives it here near side wing. White does to Ott. Ott off the dribble, pulls up. Jumper does not go. Rebound picked up inside by Nager defensively. Gets it ahead over to Caden Cook. He'll throw it here in the near side corner to Bollinger. Back to Boyer on the left wing. Bollinger, nice baseline pass to Nager, who lays it in around the foul. Great cut by Riley Nager, back door. Great feed by Boyer, the hoop and the harm. As Riley Nager, as he did in the first meeting with Jefferson, has really been the star scoring-wise tonight for St. Pius, as opposed to taking over in the third quarter like he did against the Blue Jays in their first meeting. He jumped out to a big start, 13 points, and he's starting to come to life here in the fourth quarter. Free throw in the air will dance home. That is now 23 points, a game high for Riley Nager. 23 points, a game high tonight for him, and he has made this a 58-37 St. Pius lead with 6 minutes to go. Lancers on the cusp of earning a spot in the district championship game that they lost a season ago. Wagner head fakes, kicks to the wing for Jefferson for Roth. Ball knocked out of his hands by Caden Cook. Well, Nager tries to save it on the baseline, and they're going to say he stepped on the line out of bounds. Riley Nager with that last free throw attempt. He's gone 3 of 4 at the line this evening and hit 10 shots from the field. Try to throw it middle of the floor inside. Ebersalt passed for Wyke, knocked away and stolen. Nager comes up with it. Lancers coming back this way in the half-court offense, doing all they can to eat some clock, you would think, on these possessions and end with an easy look. Nager has it on the right wing, far side of the floor, pulls it out. Gives it out just inside the left arc to Nate Rubel. Now gives it here near side corner to Caden Cook. He'll drive baseline, goes back out on the wing to Boyer. They swing it around, leave Bollinger open on the left wing. He'll take a three. He won't knock it down. Nate Rubel will get the offensive rebound, though, try to put it back up and get fouled. And now a whistle, and did they call it travel? Initially, I thought there was a foul call inside. It ends up being called a travel. So Jefferson gets it back, down 21. White driving, middle of the lane, right-hand floater. He's able to bank it home from about 7 feet. John White's got 13 now. Jefferson needs a few more of those in a hurry. Down 19, driving baseline. Bollinger kicks to the wing. Boyer steps inside the arc. Kicks to Bollinger, right corner. Takes a three ball, way off the mark. Falls into the arms of Wagner on the rebound. He'll go back the other way. Tried to throw it far side wing. Bollinger comes up with a steal. Throws it ahead in transition to Caden Cook, who will get to the rim and lay it in. Michael Bollinger makes up for the miss on the three with a steal defensively and finds Caden Cook in transition. Caden Cook, the senior, now has 12 points tonight. He averages about 8 a game. St. Pius up 60-39. Here's a fadeaway right-hand floater by Colton Richardson, no good. Defensive rebound picked up by Bollinger. He'll give it to Cook, who will get it across half court and slow it down with 4.5 to go and his team up 21. Far side wing. Nager has it, throws it high post, left elbow to Nate Rubel. Now to Bollinger. Back to the top of the arc and Cook. Looking for something to come open. Goes far side over to Bollinger. On the wing, face guarded by Richardson. Back to Cook, nearly threw it away. He's able to save it. Gives it off to Nager in the wing as they're looking to just run as much clock as possible here in the half court. We're halfway done with the fourth quarter. Here's Nate Rubel driving. Gets there with the left hand. Can't finish. Draws a foul. And halfway through the fourth quarter, St. Pius is up 60-39 and on the verge of getting back to the Class 3 District 3 title game we mentioned a year ago. It was played over at Jefferson R7. They faced the Blue Jays. They were the number 1 seed. They lost that game, though, 66-52. It's the second time ever Jefferson has knocked off their JCAA rivals. Free throws coming for Nate Rubel, who knocked down a pair earlier, and he's able to hit the first of 2 here with ease. Subs made. Nolan Roth sits down for Jefferson. Colby Ott coming in his place, and for St. Pius, Bollinger takes a seat. He's replaced by Josh Rubel. Second free throw coming for Nate Rubel is going to be off the back of the iron, no good. Going high to get the board, though, is Nager. Gets it back on a quick touch on the block from Cook. Double teamed, ball almost taken out of his hands from behind, and we get a whistle for a foul. Fairly certain we were about to see a tie ball there, and said we get a reach-in foul called on John White. That puts St. Pius in the bonus, so Riley Nager is going to go to the free throw line. Mentioned he's 3 of 4. He's got a game-high 23 points tonight. Making a good case to be our player of the game. Brought to you by Applebee's of Farmington. Doing good in the neighborhood. And we will name our Applebee's player of the game coming up later on. Nager calmly knocking down the front end of a 1-and-1 here. Second one coming for the 6'7 senior, committed to continuing to play college basketball at Drury. He will rattle it home, so make it an even 25 points now for Riley Nager here this evening. Powering St. Pius to a 24-point lead with under 4 minutes to go. Wyke off the bounce, pulls up right wing for three, way long. Caden Cook comes up with the rebound. Tries to throw it ahead in transition, does Cook. On the baseline, it's deflected off Nager's knee. Pass a little too strong. Wyke comes up with a loose ball. Blue Jays back the other way. Wyke off the dribble, attacks right hand, can't finish at the rim. We got a whistle and a foul. Going to be a block call inside, so John Wyke's going to get an opportunity here at the free throw line, although going to need a whole lot more of these. Chances to score with the clock stopped if Jefferson is going to be able to claw back in. Should St. Pius hold on here, this would be their 5th win in the last 6 games. It would be the 11th time in 13 meetings with Jefferson they've won, as Wyke hit the first of 2 free throws, missed the second. Levi Ebersole got the offensive rebound, put it up and in. So it's now 63-42, and Lancers throw it away immediately against full court pressure. So Wyke hits a free throw, which gives him 14 points now. Levi Ebersole gets a putback bucket on the second missed free throw, and then Jefferson forces a turnover with their full court pressure. 3:15 and counting left. Wyke drives, gets to the cup with the right hand, draws a foul. I think they're going to call a reach in from behind on Nate Rubel. Oh, they called it on Nager, a block. Wyke right back to the charity stripe. Both teams are in the bonus now for at least the 1-and-1. And Wyke shooting 2 here because he was in the act of shooting when he was fouled. Knocks down the first. It's down to a 20-point lead. 3:16 left. Wyke on the second will knock it down as well. He's only missed once this evening at the free throw line in 7 attempts. Makes it 63-44. Rubel in the front court, tries to get it ahead to Cook, throws it far side of the floor to Josh Rubel. Near midcourt, face guarded by Colby Ott, able to dribble around it. And now we get a whistle and a reach-in foul near the top of the arc. They're going to get Colby Ott for it, as he was playing aggressively to do what he can to force turnovers, which you have to do, obviously, here late in the game. Josh Rubel to the charity stripe. The senior coming into this evening as he gets ready for the front end of a 1-and-1. Conley knocks it down. He is shooting over 55.5% at the line this year. And he hit his only free throw attempt of the night earlier this evening. Second one going to spin in and out. So he's into double figures now with 10. That's a 20-point St. Pius lead again, under 3 minutes to go. Wagner, middle of the floor, nearly lost it. Ball gets deflected in the corner. Colton Richardson comes up with it, drives right-hand side. Shot blocked at the rim partially by Josh Rubel. Rebound picked up underneath by Nager. Pius gets it into the front court and willing to take their time now in the half court, obviously. Face guarded near midcourt is Cook by Wagner. Ott playing tough defense right up in the face of Josh Rubel. They give it off to Nate Rubel in the corner. Now swing it back to Cook. He'll drive right-hand side, gets around Wagner, gets to the rim, lays it in. Caden Cook having a heck of a night. 14 points. 22 points, St. Pius lead. Free ball from the right wing, way off the mark. Rebound by Boyer, gets it to Nager, throws it ahead to Cook in transition. He'll get to the cup and lay it in. Caden Cook giving a big scoring boost, which he doesn't normally do. He's now got 16 tonight, doubling his scoring average on the season. Ott tries to throw it in the corner, far side of the floor, pass deflected. White comes up with it, kicks it back out on the corner to Hayden Wagner. 3 ball off the mark, no good. White gets the defensive rebound, is able to get to the cup and almost laid it up in with the left hand. Wagner's offensive tip, no good. Nager comes up with the rebound, throws it ahead to Rubel in transition. He tries to dunk it with 2 hands, comes up just short. Run out bucket there for Josh Rubel and a chance for a highlight reel play. Doesn't make it happen though. Riley Nager turns to a couple St. Pius fans right behind us and I think he literally made the womp, womp, womp noise. And now we get to see substitutions for St. Pius. Nager and Cook will exit. The two seniors are going to get to play a district championship game again this year. And the guy the St. Pius fans were chanting for, another one of those seniors, Noah Pasalico, comes into the game. Chase Marnin also out there for the first time tonight for St. Pius. We're going to get a whistle and a bump. A foul is going to be called on Colton Richardson at Jefferson. The Blue Jays season is going to come to an end here. They're going to finish with a record of 14-12 on the season. Sean Breeze is going to lose one of the best players in school history, John White, as well as Brandon Perry, Hayden Wagner, and Levi Ebersalt from this team. And one of the seniors about to exit. Ebersalt will take a bow and a curtain call. He gets a big round of applause. Well-deserved from the Jefferson faithful who came out here tonight. Did not go their way, but more than a successful season for the most part for the Blue Jays as Michael Bollinger is at the line, missing the front end of a 1-1. A minute and a half to play. It's 68-44. Wyke off the dribble, pulls up, right side, near the top of the arc. They're going to say he was behind the line. He knocks down a three-pointer. First one of the night there for Wyke. Now a steal made by Colby Ott, who's able to get to the rim and lay it up and in. A lot of those guys out there for Jefferson still hustling here down the stretch. They're down by 19, though, with a minute 15 and counting. Dabrian Moss, a freshman in there for St. Pius, running the show, trying to bring it across half court, is going to get hit with a reach-in foul. Or rather, we're going to get a reach-in foul on Jefferson. And Dabrian, after nearly losing it, will get a chance to go to the free throw line. And for St. Pius, how sweet it will be to return to the district title game that they lost to Jefferson a year ago and then do so dispatching of their rivals from the JCAA, the Blue Jays. As substitution is going to be made. John White going to leave the floor for the last time as a Jefferson Blue Jay. He'll sit down. Reached 1,000 career points earlier this season, one of the top leading scorers in the history of the program. Helped last year along with Easton Knoll to power the Blue Jays to that district title, that win over Pius in the title game. A school record for wins, 19. It comes to an end tonight, unfortunately for him. Free throw, the second of two for Dabrian Moss, is going to be nothing but nylon. Makes it a 69-49 game as we go down to a minute to play. Colton Richardson head fakes a shot from the top of the arc. He'll drive with the right hand and lay it up and in. He's one of the guys coming back next year that will likely have a big role for Jefferson alongside Colby Ott. Chase Marnin in transition right wing. Thought about pulling up for three. Has it knocked into his back of his hands. We get a reach-in foul near midcourt. So John White heads to the bench, and he will end his career tonight with 19 points. Riley Nager ends up with a game-high 25 as he takes a seat. Here is Marnin to the free throw line. Calmly knocks down the first of two with 48 seconds left. St. Pius is going to improve to 20-7. They'll get a Steelville team that's won 17 in a row and is 24-2 in the championship game Friday night. Nolan Roth throws it in the forecourt to Colby Ott. Ahead to Jackie Beck. They kick out to Richardson, top of the arc. He'll take a three and rattle it home. Colton Richardson, 6 points off the bench tonight for him, but it's going to be for naught as the second free throw rattled home for Chase Marnin as well. And they bring it into the forecourt, giving it here in the near side corner. That is Kyle Lewis with it. Throws it middle of the floor. Marnin pull-up jumper from the elbow, unable to knock it down, partially blocked by Richardson. A pass ahead in transition by Colby Ott is going to go off Nolan Roth's hands and out of bounds. And St. Pius has possession, and I think they're going to just hold it. Final seconds will tick now. No, they get it here near side wing. Here's Noah Pasalico. They let him pull up for three from the left wing. He doesn't knock it down. Airmailed. Rebound picked up by Mason Wilson. He'll give it to Nolan Roth, and that'll do it. St. Pius avenges last year's district championship game loss. The Lancers knock off the Jefferson Blue Jays 71-54 here in the district semifinals. They'll play for the Class 3 District 3 championship yet again, and it'll be coming up Friday night here in Herculaneum when they'll take on the Steelville Cardinals. We'll wrap this one up tonight with a Home Pools and Spas post-game show. Hope to hear from Chris Miller, St. Pius head coach, about the victory. The final again in this boys semifinal, our second one of the night. St. Pius rolls past Jefferson 71-54. You're listening to the Class 3 District 3 tournament on the MyMO Info Sports Stream.
The Doe Run Company, providing the minerals and metals we need to power our future. Cole Family Funeral Home in Ironton is willing to help you in your time of need. Cole Family Funeral Home in Ironton is a locally owned, family-operated business that takes pride in helping you as you lay your loved ones to rest. Tony, Austin, and Drew want to make the experience a smooth and easy process for you and your family by creating healing moments of loss. Visit their website for more information, ColeFamilyFuneralHomes.com, or call 546-0742. That's Cole Family Funeral Home in Ironton. Don't miss out on a great meal any longer. Get to the Olympic Steakhouse in Fredericktown. Whether your taste buds long for a thick, juicy, certified Angus beef steak, lemon pepper grilled chicken breast, or even seafood, with your choice of sides, your craving will be satisfied. Let the Olympic Steakhouse grill you a mouth-watering steak. That's the Olympic Steakhouse in beautiful downtown Fredericktown. They're the home of the half-price certified Angus beef steak. Olympic Steakhouse looks forward to serving you.
Renee Middleton of Farmers Insurance in Piedmont would like to wish all the students participating in the Class 1 District 3 basketball tournament the best of luck. Needing automobile, home, or life insurance? Be sure and call Renee Middleton with Farmers Insurance. She'll help you get what's best for you. Be sure and check her out on Facebook and visit her website at agents.farmers.com. Renee Middleton. Renee Middleton of Farmers Insurance in Piedmont, ready to find the coverage that best fits you.
The faculty and staff at the Clearwater R1 School District, home of the Fighting Tigers, would like to take this time to congratulate their students and athletes for all of their hard work and dedication to both academics and sports. The Clearwater R1 School District is very proud of all their students and athletes. Remember, it takes a strong commitment to be a winning team. Always have a positive attitude, keep up the hard work and teamwork, and all of your efforts will pay off. Let's go Tigers!
Do you need a bank that serves your needs? As a locally owned, family-owned business, First Community National Bank is here for you, with people that care for our community. If you need a bank that is responsive to your needs, creates an ease of doing business, and provides superior customer care, FCNB is your first choice. It's service you can bank on. To learn more, visit fcnb.com, member FDIC.
We welcome you into the Home Pools and Spas postgame show on regional radio on the MYMOINFOSPORTSTREAM. When it comes to family fun, there's no place like home in Leadington. Final here tonight in our second boys semifinal. St. Pius defeats their JCAA rivals, their fastest crosstown rivals, the Jefferson Blue Jays. The Lancers win it 71-54 this evening. As we remind you that coverage of this Class 3 District 3 basketball tournament on regional radio is brought to you in part by Twin City Toyota in Herculaneum and the UPS store in Festus. Let's go ahead and give you a quick recap of how things went tonight by looking at tonight's final game highlights. They are brought to you in part by Coles Tractor and Equipment. Visit them in Farmington, your number one LS tractor, using 2020 to build on 30 years of selling the best tractors on the market. Throws it in the high post, threw it away from Ebersol. Into the arms of Nager. He'll attack the other way. Gives it to Rubel in transition. Rubel lays it in and a foul. Nice find by Riley Nager on the run. Has an assist to his 11 early points. Rubel the hoop and the harm. And St. Pius has their first lead of the night, 15-13 with 1:01 left in the first quarter. 5:40 and counting left first half. Gets it ahead to Cook. Throws it right corner side to Eli Boyer, who takes the three and knocks it down. Boyer able to hit the triple, his first bucket. St. Pius has its first two-score lead of the night, 25-20. 3:08 left first half. Gets it ahead to Cook. Throws it right corner side to Eli Boyer, who takes the three and knocks it down. Boyer able to hit the triple, his first bucket. St. Pius has its first two-score lead of the night, 25-20. 3:08 left first half. Boyer, nice baseline pass to Nager, who lays it in around the foul. Great cut by Riley Nager, backdoor. Great feed by Boyer, the hoop and the harm. As Riley Nager, as he did in the first meeting with Jefferson, has really been the star scoring-wise tonight for St. Pius, as opposed to taking over in the third quarter like he did against the Blue Jays in their first meeting. He jumped out to a big start, 13 points, and he's starting to come to life here in the fourth quarter. Back to Cook, left wing, left open, takes the three, knocks it down! Caden Cook has struggled all year from beyond the arc, hasn't stopped shooting though. Now he's got 7 points, and that one makes it a 30-22 St. Pius lead, largest by either team in this one. That is tonight's game highlights brought to you by by Coles Tractor Equipment in Farmington as St. Pius wins it 71-54 over Jefferson. And we are joined now on regional radio by the head coach of the St. Pius Lancers, Chris Miller. Career win number 101 will send you to a district title game. And I know you're just happy for these kids first and foremost because they wanted to not only get back to that game that they lost a year ago, but they wanted to go through Jefferson, who beat them a season ago, and they get the best of both worlds tonight.
Yeah, and I mean, you know, me and Coach Breeze had talked about how much fun that would be to get a chance to play them for the district championship, and just because of the atmosphere and the kids and everything else. But, you know, it didn't. The seating didn't pan out that way. But yeah, our kids, you know, had talked about it and really looked forward to it. We thought we didn't play our best ball when we played them a couple weeks ago, and you know, I mean, there's some things we can clean up tonight, but I mean, I thought our effort was there all night, and I mean, and credit to them because even when I thought we had a chance to really pull away, you know, those kids kept fighting over there that Coach Breeze has. I mean, they're all great kids, and you know, it was just a fun game to be a part of.
Offensively, Riley Nager was brilliant for you in the first quarter, which got you going. But when you pulled away, it was because you started to get a little scoring punch from Caden Cook, your senior point guard. Ends up giving you 16 tonight, so we're going to make him our Applebee's of Farmington player of the game. He's always been solid for you running the show. To get that scoring punch, I imagine, is something that you're telling him, hey, if you can average double figures the rest of the next month or so, I'd really appreciate that.
Oh, yeah, I mean, absolutely. As long as he's, you know, doing his job as the point guard and gets us into things. I know there were times where, you know, as we were starting to maybe pull away at the end, it's like, hey, man, we got to slow down a little bit, too, because the clock is our enemy. So when they're getting excited and they feel the end coming, we just had to make sure that we took care of business. And he did that. And, you know, our kids are just, you know, really, really blessed to be here and have an opportunity to play on Friday night.
I'm sure you like that energy for the first 3 quarters and change, though, because it shows up on the defensive end. Every time I looked up after filling out the scorebook, there was a steal. It might not show up in all the numbers, but you forced plenty of turnovers and got run-out buckets tonight, which I know is what you want.
Yeah, and that's what we had talked about. We had some really poor defensive games, I think, to finish the year. And honest to goodness, before we played Cuba, we spent 5 days doing nothing but defense. And I could tell that we were a little rusty on offense when we played Cuba, but I thought our defense had really started to show up, and you know, that's a credit to these guys and you know, how well they listen and really what they want to accomplish, and I'm just happy to be a part of it.
Sounds like it's worked out and panned out here the last couple of nights here defensively, as I think you've given up maybe 95 points total between those 2 district games. And now you get the top seed, the Steelville Cardinals. They're an athletic team that moving around really well like you, and they love to pressure teams and play an intense style of defense like you. So what the guys see in practice day in and day out will not change. It's just a matter of being ready for it on Friday night.
Yeah, and they have a great program over there and a really good team. And I think it's just going to be a really fun game. Hopefully we compete and have a chance to, you know, be in it at the end to win the game and do something that hasn't been done here in, I think, since 2006.
Yeah, it's been a while for a district championship. You've come close a couple of times, but unable to get it done. Going to have a chance on Friday night, and we appreciate you stopping by to talk a little bit about it here this evening. I'll let you go off to work for that one, and we'll go ahead and talk to you on Friday night about it.
All right, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Chris Miller, the head coach of the St. Pius Lancers, joining us here this evening as they are winners tonight, knocking off Jefferson 71-54. Final score here this evening during the boys semifinals of this Class 3 District 3 tournament. Let's take a look at some final stats tonight. They're brought to you by the Doe Run Company, providing the minerals and metals we need to power our future. St. Pius paced by 25 points in total from Riley Nager. The big fella was tremendous, 13 of that coming in the first quarter, as you heard. But Caden Cook ends up being our Applebee's player of the game tonight. Not a guy who normally lights you up. He averages just under 8 points a game. He ends up scoring 16 tonight, 9 of that coming in the second half. As St. Pius, they were only up by 2 after a quarter of play. They were up by 10 at the break. They really pulled away after a quarter of play and ended up rolling to the win tonight. Their 20th of the year and their 5th in their last 6 games. They're now 20-7. For Jefferson, season comes to an end with a record of 14-12 for head coach Sean Breeze's team. They were paced by 19 from senior John Wyke, who's going to end up being one of the top 5, one of the top 3 scorers all time in Jefferson basketball history. Even though his career comes to a close tonight, it was a tremendous one. And he ends up with a 19-point game here tonight in his final game. Hayden Wagner, ends up with 11. Colby Ott finishes with 9. Levi Ebersold has 7. 6 for Colton Richardson tonight and 2 for Dalen Whitener, rounding out the scoring there. I mentioned Nager with 25, Caden Cook with 16. Josh Rubel for St. Pius had 10. Eli Boyer and Nate Rubel have 7 each, and Chase Martin comes up with a couple of free throws at the very end to round out the scoring there for Pius. So it's Jefferson, their season coming to an end with a record of 14-12. Big congrats go out to the seniors that are graduating from this Jefferson team. John White, Hayden Wagner, Brandon Perry, and Levi Ebersold on the careers that they've had, and best of luck in whatever's next for them. Same goes the seniors from the Herculaneum Blackcats who lost earlier this evening to Steelville. As we mentioned, the Cardinals winning in our first boys semifinal 79-44 as we check the Parkland Healthmart Pharmacy scoreboard one more time. And congrats go out to Tyler Reuter, Jordan Duncan, Damian Say, and Austin Houston on their careers here at Herky, and best of luck in whatever's coming their way. One other Parkland Healthmart Pharmacy scoreboard update for you. Crystal City was a winner tonight, 58-42, in the boys semifinals against Valley of Caledonia in Class 2 District 4. So on their home floor, the Crystal City Hornets, both the girls and the boys, are going to advance and move on to play in the district championship games that they will host Friday night. So congrats to the Crystal City Hornets extending their season, getting a chance to host district championship games that they'll also get to play in coming up on Friday evening. We'll be back here in Herculaneum Friday night as we'll be bringing you the Class 3 District 3 championship games for both the boys and the girls over on AM 1400 at KJFF. We really hope you can join us for that doubleheader. Last night in the girls' semifinals, Grandview knocked off the host Herky Blackcats 68-55, and top-seeded Steelville got past Cuba 53-42. That's one more check for you, the Parkland Healthmart Pharmacy scoreboard. So that sets the stage there on the girls' side of things. Our first game of the night, it will see the Steelville Cardinals take on the Grandview Eagles. We'll have pregame starting around 5:40 Friday evening. That's the plan on AM 1400 KJF before we tip that one off at 6 o'clock. We're scheduled for a 7:30 tip. Going to end up being either right on that or a little bit after because they'll have to have a situation where they empty the gymnasium and get all the fans from teams in, even though one team is going to have one school is going to have 2 teams here on Friday night. They'll have a little bit of an extended break between games, but then our second game scheduled to tip at 7:30, the boys championship. That will be the St. Pius Lancers taking on the Steelville Cardinals. Big congrats to Chris Miller and all the folks there from Festus on reaching that. As you heard him say, they haven't won a district title since 2006. Been close a number of times, but the Navy Blue and Gold are going to get an opportunity to finally bring that title home. Steelville playing in their 3rd consecutive district championship game. Be interesting to see if the Cardinals can finally bring it home as well. Well, that is going to go ahead and do it for us here tonight. We want to, again, thank all our sponsors who helped us out this evening and our wonderful hosts here at Dunklin R5, at Herculaneum Athletic Director John Roop especially. Has been a great host this week. We'll look forward to being back here one more time on Friday night for the championship games. Let's take one check one final time of the Hearing Care Partners broadcast schedule. Hearing Care Partners, they listen so you can hear. Friday night, Class 3 District 3, the championship games. We'll have them for you on AM 1400 KJF. Grandview versus Steelville in the girls' title game. And on the boys, Steelville takes on St. Pius. Pre-game before both games will start 5:40 Friday evening on KJF. Hope you can join us there. My producer and engineer Chase Sellers, who made the real radio magic happen tonight back in our studios. I'm Nathan Gertz. We appreciate you joining us this evening from Herculaneum. Our finals again tonight. Steelville knocks off Herculaneum 79-44. St. Pius defeats Jefferson, final of 71-54 in boys semifinal action this evening. It's Steelville and St. Pius Friday night for the Class 3 District 3 title. Hope you can join us for it on KJF Friday evening. Until then, so long, friends.
Are you looking to buy a new home, but are running short on funds? Hi, Paul Hale here with New Era Bank. We offer many different loan programs to help accommodate you. Currently, VA, FHA, and USDA are just some of the loan programs that we offer. Our experienced loan staff is ready and waiting to help you find just the right loan to fit your needs, because no 2 loans are the same. We have also enhanced our website and added many frequently asked questions about home ownership to our website. Visit today at www.newerabank.com. New Era Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.